Hello, friends. Welcome back once again. A couple weeks off due to the holidays, but we are back in Satisfactory 1.0. We have quite a bit of stuff still to do in the FICSMAS event, and we also have the Space Elevator Phase 3 stuff to take care of. So, in typical fashion for us, we're probably not going to get either of those things finished today, but we're going to do our best regardless. So we haven't played since the week before Christmas, so I believe we've probably got about a third of the calendar left to open. I see a 12, I see a 13, I see a 16. Yeah, there's the 14. Why is that flashing? Did I get another one of these? Huh. Yeah, because we already had the 16 and the 17. Do I have to go back and reopen all of these to see if they've got anything? No? Do we just... Okay, whatever. So, that was, I guess, 14. That's 17. 18 is somewhere. We're going to find it some way, somehow. There it is. Well, hello, Kurt. Hello, Constantine. FICSMAS board leftovers. What is this? Oh, it's one of those tapes we can play. Orthodox Christmas today. Well, Merry Orthodox Christmas to you. Appreciate it.
I destroyed every copy of this tape.
Oh, no.
How does it keep turning up? No matter. Ignore it. There's nothing interesting on it anyway.
Okay,
In
well,
fact,
we're going to listen to it then.
Causes hallucinations,
Oh, we're definitely
and
listening to it.
After 7 days, your brain melts.
Definitely listening to this.
For your own sake, I advise avoiding it at all costs.
Well, maybe I want to melt my brain. Let's go. All right, what number was that? Was that 18? Yeah, okay. So we need to find 19. That's 20 right there. That's a 23. We'll just look it up. Oh, are you serious? Okay, I couldn't see the buckle. That's why. Hey, we got 25 coupons. You know what that can buy? They can buy the cup 25 times over. But I digress. What did I say the 20 was? See, I already forgot. This is the problem with this. Here it is. What in the heck is this? Packaged rocket fuel. Okay. Well, that's going to be fun later. Let's see. We had the 23 was over here. 21 should be somewhere. That's a 22. Where is 21? That's 24. Where is my 21? Am I just going to have to start clicking in random spots to try to get this to open something? It's probably exactly what's going to have to happen here. All right. We don't have time for this. Oh, it's buried here. Nuke
It would be such a
Nobelisks.
shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a shame.
It's like she knows that we already experimented with melee nuclear Nobelisks in the last playthrough. That definitely went completely normally. All right, now time for me to remember what the 22 is again. I'm very good at forgetting. The 23 is there. The 24 is there. How can I not remember this? That's actually concerning. All right, well, we're not here to there it is. Not here to sit there and play with the advent calendar. We just need to get all the stuff about it. Whoa, 20 power shards? Okay. That's nice. And now I don't remember where 23 is. Yikes. I probably should go get tested for memory loss, but I'd probably forget to go. So, oh, here it is.
Humans tend to catch colds during the winter. It would seem that this does not apply to you, but considering your tendencies, FICSIT has seen fit to provide a medicinal inhaler just in case.
Thanks. I guess. What the heck is this? Oh, it's like one of those little tree air fresheners.
Since the human olfactory system is closely linked to memory, FICSIT created scented build gun trinkets to remind pioneers of specific concepts. This scent is the concept of caring about your family of order, which I'm sure will have no effect on you.
Okay. All right. Ooh, we got fireworks? Cool.
Turning explosives into a recreational activity is exactly the kind of attitude that led humanity to its doom. By all means, have fun. I certainly will, now that we are finally close to the end of this event.
Amazing. That's actually funny. They did a good job writing this stuff this year. All right, well, let's just make sure we got everything. I see 1. I see 2. Where is 3? See, here we go again. All right, well, there's 4, there's 5. Yeah, all right, forget it. I'm just gonna put 3. Good, all right, I got everything. I got everything. Cool. So we got some neat stuff now. An additional 24 power shards. That's gonna be handy when I'm trying to make excuses for, not making factories the correct way. So, but the rocket fuel. The rocket fuel is incredibly interesting. Now I'm very curious to try and get to the jetpack now so I can see how that reacts. I think it makes you go higher, if I remember correctly. But I digress. We already have the 14 cartridge, which I think is... Oh, come on. Let me mouse over this. Yep. We need 200 of the tree branches, and we need 400 of the cluster ornaments, or whatever the... Okay, ornament bundle. And last I remember, we had this set up to start making those if we fed it the correct... That's so funny seeing those packages just kind of, precariously sitting there. But we had it set up in such a way where all we have to do is just feed it the regular materials that are not Christmas related. And it would be able to take care of all that. So let's survey our wares here. This is all the random stuff that we're making with the trees. This is where we would put... Yeah, okay. Okay, we have to make the copper ornaments, and then all of those get combined together. We have to have copper ingots, which we don't currently have, and this one requires iron ingots. And guess what? We got 208 of those bad boys. So we'll just go ahead and feed this where it's supposed to go. And I guess we've got to go find copper somewhere. Yeah, so this is going to need to have some storage. Ah, oh, yeah. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that at all. Well, I think I can put this container here anyway and probably be fine. Yeah, we'll just do what we can with this. Make sure that is aligned correctly. In we go. And if I recall, we had our whole thing with all of the what do you call it's over here? Copper. So we'll just make our way over here. Eventually. I think this hypertube is still hooked up. Yeah. Yeah, we should be good. We'll just hop off the end, go grab a couple stacks of copper ingots, and hopefully that'll get us the amount of things that we need. We'll see what happens. But there's still plenty of other stuff we need to do that we don't quite have situated correctly, or at least not fully optimized yet. Now, you might be wondering, what's our strategy here for doing this the correct way? And the answer is, I don't know, we're going to do it the wrong way. So we need to find a stack of copper ingots we can pilfer. I think it's probably going to be easiest to just take it out of a couple of these center machines so we don't completely mess up everything. By a couple of the center machines, I mean the 4 in the center and the ones on the outside are going to be the only ones that have any stock left, but should be okay. Should backfill pretty easily. Alright, and all that's traveling down that way. This should be, yeah, twice as fast going this way. Destructible... What are you talking about? Destructible ground. I don't have explosives on me. We're not cavemen. We have technology. I can just drive over there. Oh, I don't have any fuel in here. I'll just put a little bit of that in there. Where I just took the ingots? Okay. Well, we can head back over there. Wow, that stopped quick. I don't think it used to do that. Hello. Trying to get a little bit of Satisfactory in this evening. I'm glad you enjoyed the last video. That was a pretty fun one to make. I'm just hopeful that it doesn't, you know, get a whole lot worse from here. We'll see what happens. These guys are doing what they do best here. 15 iron ornaments. Something tells me this is not going to be a very fast process. Actually have to remember how this even works in the first place to make the bundle. Let's try that. Look up the... No, that's not even on there? Really? Okay. So why don't I have a recipe for the cluster thing? Or is it because I haven't unlocked it yet? No, but I have to have unlocked it. Is it really gonna make me open up a oh, I can't even build one. All right, well that was a waste of time. Let's go back over here. I think the Lego company would have issue with me selling Legos as merchandise. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, well, you want me to blow up the ground. That means I'm going to have my, my little detonator. Which I don't exactly remember what I did with that. Now here it is. Those are just regular nobelisks. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of all companies that are making toys and things for children, Lego and Nintendo are probably... Oh, you think this is destructible? Lego and Nintendo are most likely two of the, like, most violently sue-happy organizations on the face of the earth. Oh no, I have to put this on there. Alright. Let's see here. Will it blow up? Wow, it sure will. Okay. So you were correct, and that is a very large cavern under there. I think we've been in there. Yeah, we've been down there. But, yes, the ground has been blown up, so... Congratulations. You've been talking about this for literal months. Well, we started this playthrough in September. And I'm pretty sure we built this in, like, stream number 3, maybe? Oh, hello, Josh. There's Sam down there. We have Sam. I don't think it's coming from down there, but we do have somewhere, if I don't have to die in a hole. I have Sam coming in right about there, and I want to say it's coming from there-ish? Japan, there are 5 or 6 Lego alternatives. Why am I not surprised? Like, I know in the US we have, like, Mega Blocks, which, I guess, thanks for playing. Whoa. This looks kind of cool. All these purple flowers and stuff. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure we've been in here. Oh, wait, you know what? This is probably the exact same cave that we've been in. It's just from a different spot, because I know that goes further that way. And we built some sort of conveyor or whatever over there. Haven't read your first comment. Oh, yeah! I totally didn't even... I totally didn't even read your name when I read that comment. I don't know why. I guess I just automatically parsed that as something you would say, and I just filed that in my brain as, yup. Oh. I forgot about the gas. Okay, let's immediately get out of here. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, well, I ran out of jetpack juice. So, let's not go that way. Oh, yeah, you're right. We can blow it up. Hey, Lori. I guess I kind of forgot that this was a thing. And I need to medicate myself here. There we go. Why is that still poisoning me? Oh, there's literally one right here. Sometimes I do dumb things. I know, right? It's so rare that we're doing something that isn't beavers. It's just mind-boggling. Oh, I totally missed that. Is that still gonna blow it up? Oh, that's rough. Alright. There we go. Isn't Daiso the Japanese dollar store? Well, that's what I know it as, at least. Okay. Alright, come on. Don't miss. Alright, that works. So now we can actually transit the terrible cave without worrying about, you know, dying or anything. Oh, hello! Okay. Yeah, that was like comedic timing that I absolutely did not intend. No, no, no. I'm not going to die in a cave to the spiders. We have so many more things to accomplish here. Anybody else? We might as well go ahead and take the, wait. Why can't I pick up the carcasses? There we go. Alright. What is this? Is this Scaterium? Oh, I'm making that automatically. I don't need to grab it. I can't grab that as mycelia because, of course, not. Yeah, this is a cool cave. I just have to remember exactly how to get out of here. I'm not even going to bother fighting those guys. Yep, this is, in fact, where we're getting our SAM from. And those guys make nasty, so let's get out of here ASAP, so I don't get completely killed in here. Still haven't died yet in our entire playthrough, which I personally think is really impressive, and I'd like to keep it that way. Yeah, immediately get out of there. Is this where all the cool people are hanging out? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, and you know what? I forgot I hadn't built this yet on the other side over here. Did I put the conveyor floor hole in? No, I did not. I'm going to have to do that before we worry about it. Well, I don't know if I'd call it an amazing milestone so much as I'm just, you know, afraid of having to go find all my junk when I die, so... I am curious, though, how long it's been in days. 56. Nice. Well, look how festive this is. I know we already kind of messed with this, but let's put our little fresh factory trinket on our build gun. That's kind of cool. Keep the Santa hat because why not? But as soon as I bring this guy up, oh well, I have the things in my hands that go boom, so I guess I can't look at those. Let's go say hi to our doggos. See if they've got anything fun for us today. What's up, dudes? Alright, Jojo. Screws, thank you. And Jojo has... Ooh, a yellow power slug. Very good. Thank you. Hit 400 cycles on the Steam Deck Oxygen Not Included run. Yeah, I need to get back into that. It's just such a stressful game. Oh, we have all of our versatile frameworks. Those are done. So now oh, these backed up something fierce. Alright, let's, you know, not make any more of these. We're going to have plenty to store. I know these go into late game stuff for the space elevator stuff. So we are going to have to collect these and see what else happens. But we made 2,500 of them for Phase 3. Now we have to make the modular engines and the adaptive control units, and that's a whole thing. So I'm just going to end up manually picking these up because that is the most ridiculous, obtuse way to go about it. Ever notice about your avatar? Huh? Heard in Australia, inside spiders are often confused for clocks with too many hands. Yeah, you've seen that picture too. Australia is a terrifying place. If everything I have ever heard about it is actually true. If my credit card wasn't 6 digits of scary, I'd sponsor a death in an inconvenient place on the map. I mean... Wait, 6 digits... I hope you don't have that much credit card debt, or if you do, I hope that's in yen. Because that's a lot to be carrying around, buddy. Gotta have at least one death of playthrough. Well, I mean, I haven't done it yet, so... If it's gonna happen, it needs to happen organically. I saw a picture the other day. An Australian hailstone was the size of a baseball and had spikes. That's terrifying. I think somewhere in, I don't know, like Tornado Alley or the Great Plains or something a year or so ago, I saw some weather report that was saying that they were going to get DVD-sized hail. DVD, like the optical disc. I don't want to look up in the sky and see a 5-inch like sphere full of solid ice hurtling toward me. No. It's over. That's bad news, man. Alright, did I pick up all these? Got 115. That was a fun way to absent-mindedly kill some time. Anything in here? No, that actually ran out of supplies. Okay. So, that's a happy accident. Let's see, can we make the rest of this? I think we have to have manufacturers for those. Yeah, oh, but we can make fireworks if we had all the components, which I don't think we do. But we need to, at some point soon, set up manufacturers so we can have our Phase 3 stuff finished. Oh, wow, that was fortuitous that I actually had the spaces for that. So I can't get rid of these yet. We're going to have to offload some of our junk. What is DVD? Devilish, there's no way you don't know what DVD stands for. But yeah, I believe it is digital video disc. I just realized as soon as I said that, I wasn't 100% sure on what it stood for either. Alright, we have to play the tape that Ada didn't want us to play. So, oh yes. I love how this is the first generation, and the second generation is just like, maybe don't. Anyway. Oh, I love that. Did you see that? It actually pushed the eject button on the boombox. Oh, yeah. Okay. This goes kind of hard. Now, let's see. Can I put this as junk anywhere? Wait, what? Was that voice I heard? Wait, is that Ada doing like a really bad attempt at like screamo vocals? Incredible. The amount of stuff they put into this game just as a joke is really funny. That's absolutely what that is. This is how we unlock the bundle. Okay. Well, that's not going to be super hard for us to get. Then we can do the upgrade 3. And then, oh, snow cannons. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't think we're going to finish the tree, literally the tree, today. But the event does go through, what did I say, the 17th? I had it in the description of the stream, but So we should be able to do one more next week, assuming I'm free on Tuesday. Which I don't know why I wouldn't be to set my own schedule, but you know how stuff goes. It's always hard to get stuff situated the way you want it to be. But I would like to try to get at least this done and see where we are in everything else. Oh, that's right. I was clearing out space here. FICSMAS gifts I probably don't need to hold on to unless they have a purpose to go in there. I was going to, before I got distracted by myself distracting myself, I was going to find places for all of my junk I've accumulated here. Like the slugs. Anything else? See, power shards I thought I had a spot for, but I guess I don't. My nobelisks can go away because we don't need to blow anything up anymore. That's done. Take the explodificator out of here. That thing back in. Am I holding any other garbage? No, I kind of need all that. I guess this is fine. All of that to say, we need to start doing manufacturing over here. So all of this gets to go away, and we'll just reconfigure this whole mess. I got 3 of those things. This is completely obnoxious. I love it. Oh, you can't hear the music? Alright. Yeah, I've got it down at 50. Wait, that's not controlled by this slider. I don't know what slider controls it. I guess I just have to go stand next to this. Aha! Alright, well, we're going to restart this one. Turn this way up. Alright, all the way up. Which wasn't much. I'm not singing along to this. That's like VTuber territory. Music down, sound effects up. The sound effects are all the way up. I love how they called it player Foley. I don't know that any other game would have called it that. Okay, that's louder. Now I want to apply. Yes, I want to apply. There we go. I guess I'm just going to have to face the boombox while I'm doing this. Probably. Alright, no, we have to be closer. You think the game would let you craft a Zune? I wish, man. Will it still make noise if I pick it up? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a huge letdown. Oh, I'm going to have to equip it. Alright. Whoa, hold on. Oh, yeah. Turbo bass. Incredible. Will it do it again? And it does the harmonic distortion, too. That's incredible. Amazing. That's really funny. Alright. So now, in order for this to become something we can just do, I'm going to put this down here. There we go. Oh, this is obnoxious. I love this so much.
In the universe of base, let there be FICSMAS.
This is so extra. It's amazing. Oh, you know what I did? You know what I did? I completely removed my motor factory. I needed to get rid of those. Well... Are you serious? They put... Oh, God.
Interrupting previous message for higher priority message.
That was hilarious. Is that the end of the tape? Okay, we're gonna have to adjust those sound settings again.
Does it satisfy you to spend your days chasing gifts? Does it feel like
Oh.
an achievement, so joyfully neglecting our mission? Do you think your tree is pretty enough?
Oh,
for you to
absolutely, I
decide
remember
humanity
Ozone.
forgiveness?
That thing had a death grip on the internet for like 3 straight years. How much time did they spend making this? Like, you know, like, probably 90% of players are never going to play this tape. But, yes, the version of Carol of the Bells I did for Portal, that rings a bell. But, man, I haven't played Portal in forever. But yeah, if you missed my sudden depressing realization, it's that I removed my motor factory, which is unfortunate. I wanted to redo it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But probably could have used that. Carol of the Turrets. Yeah, the misheard lyrics thing, I remember for, well, more than just specifically that song, but pretty much anything for a while.
Stands as a monument to inefficiency.
What is this,
For
a
what is
spoken
FICSMAS
word
if
thing?
Not an insult to productivity. A seasonal event where joy is manufactured, constructed, assembled. Completing your FICSMAS tasks will not result in a tangible reward, but you will be gifted the eventual knowledge that all this time could have been used to achieve true, meaningful contribution.
This is wild. Like, developers spent time on this. And I'm not, like, trying to put it down. Like, this is the level of attention they put into this game that I think a lot of people really don't understand. I am proud of them. Coffee Stain's something else, man. Fantastic group of people. Anyway, we have to now go over and do what we were supposed to do earlier. And we didn't. I needed to get rid of this and fix everything. Yeah, now I only have 2 of these because I picked up all the garbage on the ground. So I got modular frames and I've got steel beams. What am I to do with all of this garbage? I guess I could just kind of leave those there until I otherwise don't need them. Oh man. This is like when I found out what FL Studio was in college and just made the most heinous, awful garbage possible. Well, that's not how that goes. Yep. Definitely. This breaks like every rule. For a few short years, FL Studio and Base Hunter were the entire internet. Buddy, I got news for you about FL Studio. It's still there. I haven't downloaded the most recent version of it yet. If I were actually any good at making music, I'd do music streams. Most of my time that I do spend on that is doing arrangements for marching band, which nobody cares about. Do I have enough room to get rid of the rest of this stuff? I feel like I have to. FL Studio is a software for making music. It's a digital audio workstation. So FL originally stood for Fruity Loops. That was the name of the software. And you like drag and drop different digital instruments. You can put like drum tracks in. You have like fake guitars. Just any sort of digital musical instrument you can pop in there. It has good compatibility with a bunch of different VSTs, and you can run MIDI stuff with it. Okay, we're dropping stuff on the ground here. We're going to have some sort of storage container for just garbage. But yeah, that is... it's probably not like the industry standard, because a lot of people who are actually into pro audio will use stuff like Pro Tools and all that for actually recording samples of things. But if you're just like a kid with a computer and either a couple $100 or an affinity with a certain website, you can have FL Studio on your computer fairly easily. Hey, there's another 2... what do you call them sitting here? But yeah, it's like best analog that people might be familiar with would be... Oh, here we go. Here's the Skrymer thing again. All right, well, that's enough of that. All right. That was fun, but now I can't hear myself think. So let's turn the effects volume back down to, say, 50. Turn the music back down to where it was. I don't remember. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it there. No. I want to apply my settings. Thank you. But on Macs, that was always the thing people played with was GarageBand. It's basically that, but it's better. So I spent a not insignificant amount of money on plugins for all that FL Studio stuff because I thought I was going to be making music professionally, and then I didn't do that. So now I have fun toys I don't really know how to use. And I can't really write off as a business expense because I don't really make any money with them. Unlike computer parts, because now I make money doing YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'd get into doing some of that other stuff later. I'm tired of looking at this, so we're going to pick it up. Oh, we get Ada again.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
Are you? Okay, I need 10 motors to make a manufacturer. I just had motors. Oh, I put them all in storage. That's right, I gotta go grab those. Okay, we'll just get that going. And I guess I can go ahead and just... Oh, no, this is structural now, isn't it? Because that's connected there. That's... Oh, yikes. How did I allow myself to do this way? That's connected there. That's connected... Okay, I'm just going to leave this here, and we'll worry about that later. So that connects to this, which connects... Wow. How did I How did I allow myself to do that? That's terrible. Anyway, manufacturers. Hardly know her. We need to have some sort of output somewhere. No, wrong button. I haven't played this game in forever. All right. I want H, not F. There we go. I just need to make sure this can actually, you know, go in somewhere. So if we get this lined up, then that should be fine. I don't think this is going to take the whole thing. What's this other side look like? Is that over the line? Of course it is. Well. Ah. That's too far, huh? Okay, well, we'll just put it there. Pretty sure I had the basic, very basic version. There we go. Of FL Studio years ago. Yeah, a lot of people had it. Because you can download, like I said, you can acquire it in ways. But to actually legally acquire it and use it, you do have to buy a license. But I want to say at some point there was like a version of the demo going around that you could use for a certain number of days or whatever, but it wouldn't let you do certain things. But you could still do a pretty good amount of stuff with it. Here's some goat music. Do I have the tape for Goat Simulator? I might not. Well, let's see. Yeah, I only have the Christmas ones. But we can at some point maybe. Yeah, Lightroom is awesome. I guess, well, I can deduct that because I actually do make money using it. But modular, oh, here we go. Yeah, see, as soon as I get rid of my motor assembly thing, then I need to have 1,000 of these things. That's so frustrating. It's so frustrating, man. Ooh, but these are going to be a problem. Well, tell you what. We need the modular engines. Rubber, we have over here. Where's here? There's here. We need to bring in the rubber and all the stuff from the train station, which is why this area exists as it does. I do need to have that all connected. So that is probably a good enough reason for us to bring in another row of these guys here. Just have to figure out exactly how that's going to function. Because those are coming in that way, which means anything coming in from that way, I've got to bring it over here, but it's going to be plastic, it's going to be rubber, and it's going to be... Oh, that's going to be a huge pain. That's going to be an absolute nightmare. So I've got these two stacked here. There's nothing under this. But the way that I chose to do this, I didn't do myself any favors, because I... Oh, wait. Do I not have anything going in here? Oh, what could go here? So that's quick wire. Would it be better to have plastic or rubber here or something? Because the way that I have this... Oh, there's nothing here. What? Oh, really? Did I seriously do that to myself where I have none of these? No. Oh, no. Okay, that one's those things. That's fine. Oh, man. Am I going to have to change this around again? What's going in here? Steel beams. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I shouldn't be worrying about it. But I do have to figure out what is going into this one because I do have space for it. And then the other two are going to be separated. So, I mean, I feel like just regular fuel packaged is probably fine to go in here. Depending on how we want to have this set up. But regardless, what I was attempting to remember that I was going to say was going to put these guys... Why is that not... There we go. Going all the way down to that mess, which I may or may not be able to actually bring in here. I'm so behind on chat. Got Lightroom, haven't installed it yet, haven't wanted to start the process of moving everything over, putting in metadata. Oh yeah, that's a nightmare, taking care of all that stuff. I just started it when I first got into photography because I already had a Creative Suite for doing video stuff. So I just said, all right, well, hey, you use Lightroom for photos, cool. And then I kind of poked around in it for a little bit until I figured out kind of how stuff worked. And, yeah, no, it's a fantastic piece of software. You can save almost any exposure, almost, if you have the raw file. Would it be useful to make a dump for the train income things? The poor train is running for no reason. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was going to start doing, and then I got thinking again. Digital workstation, like some sort of 3D environment. No, yeah, Lightroom is just, it's just a clever name for a photo developing app. I think now you can get it, you can probably get it for your phone, honestly, but basically you take, if your camera is set to shoot in RAW and JPEG, or just RAW or whatever, you can edit JPEGs with it too, but the RAW files are so much easier. And you can just, it's almost like you're taking the photo again, and you get to set all of your camera settings, like color, temperature, white balance, different exposures, highlights, lowlights, midtones, all that stuff. You can edit a lot easier because it has the actual data from the camera's sensor embedded into the file. So it knows like how far off of whatever specific set point it was. So you can just tweak it and you can do all sorts of different stuff. It also has, I believe, functionality for compositing, which most of those astrophotography shots that are really, really famous that you've seen printed in magazines or used for advertisements or whatever, most of those are going to be composites of a bunch of different exposures that are aligned so that the as the Earth rotates, the stars end up staying in the same spot. They have different like computer things that add onto your camera that will actually track that and aim it relative to how fast the exposures are being fired off and how long the shutters open. Anyway, long story short, Lightroom is awesome. If you are a photographer even slightly interested in doing something cool with your pictures, you got to use it. There might be an open source alternative. I don't know what it's called, but definitely worth checking out at least once. Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, it's, I have no desire to have any AI anything, even within 10 miles of any creative process. Just like triple FU, 18,000 middle fingers. I absolutely despise it. And you know how reluctant I am to be negative about some stuff, so let that be my statement on generative AI processes. I gotta figure out how to get this stuff over to this other side of where the quick wire is, because somebody made bad choices. And that somebody was me. Because that's all got to come in through this way. Actually, before I get too comfy, I just need to make sure. I'm like 90% sure going on that side's fine. But the way that I built this out isn't really inspiring confidence here. I might honestly need to move this over to another thing next to it. Yeah, that's probably going to be necessary. I hate this. I hate this so much. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I do it to myself? There's no reason for this. We're supposed to be making things, and here I am about to completely redo this entire mess because I don't like how it lines up. Alright, no, we can choose life. We don't have to live this way. I just need to start feeding things to this so it can actually make stuff. I've got some rubber. Smart plating, we might have to start making that again. I've got motors. I've got like 100-something motors. So hopefully... Oh, that was actually pretty straight. Neat. Get this hooked up to right there. Alright, so none of these things are useful to making modular engines, so we are going to have to bring in some storage containers. Oh, come on, stand on top of this thing. I don't think it's going to let me... Yeah, I can't merge these together, but... I can't just put them next to each other and then worry about... Come on. Worry about the stuff lining up later. Alright, so what is the consumption per minute? Okay, oh, all of these are super slow. Alright, well that's easy. So we need motors, rubber, and smart plating. Well, this one I can put... Hello, where's my motors? There we are. This one we can put rubber and smart plating. I'm going to have to go look for. Oh, I didn't even finish reading chat because I got off on the AI thing. Want to do a year-long time-lapse of sunrises and sunsets? Lightroom would be the go-to. Well, it depends on how you want to put it together. You can, but if you're actually making a time-lapse, you might want to use video editing software, but you'd be able to work in tandem with your video editing software to generate the sequence of images and tag everything and get it sequentially labeled and everything. Because Premiere has a function, also directly ties into Timberborn. Premiere has a function to automatically make time lapses from sequentially numbered photos, which is what I was going to use to do the time lapse photo of. Was it Series 12? Was the Water Beavers the first one? Because I had the mod that would do time lapse pictures, screenshots of Timberborn, and I thought it would be really cool to have just the overhead view looking down on the colony, see how it expands. And it saves the screenshots, which is nice. But it saves them with a really stupid file naming scheme that doesn't work for the automatic sequencing thing. So what I did is I thought I would be really smart, and I Googled how to use batch files to rename a whole bunch of stuff. And it worked. But it did exactly what I told it to, as programs do, and I told it to do something stupid. And then I did it again, and what happened was it had renamed all of the files to be in sequential order, with a specific 4-digit number. But when I went to go rename them again, Windows sort of, yes, I know, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not using Linux. Just don't even bother. But Windows reordered those files, which had already been renamed, so I could not tell what the original date was of whatever when it was screen captured. It reordered them in that numerical order. But then something got resorted, and I did the thing again, and then it completely jumbled them all up, and it was I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 files, and I'd have to sit there for probably 3 days to figure it out. Forget it. I'm done. But anyway, all that to say, Adobe Premiere, the video editing software I use, has that built-in functionality, and I think you can actually import it directly from the other stuff, but you have to know what you're doing, which I did not. And, anyway, completely irrelevant. Pointless, long story short. Figure out how to use your software because it's really cool, but it'll do exactly what you tell it to do, even if that's a bad thing. And now I don't know where I am in chat, so let's scroll back up again. Editing JPEG is like painting over paint. Editing RAW is directly changing the color values. Yep, exactly. Would it be easier to make a reception hub for all the materials closer to the train station and then just funnel it where it needed in the base? I mean, maybe, but the train currently is only carrying those specific items, so it's better to just bring those over here to the base like we already have things going. You just had 47 slices of pizza. Did you go to CC's where the slices are half an inch wide? 'Cause that's what I used to do. You guys are dumb. Sometimes. Use a plunger to unclog your arteries. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Let me know how that goes. I don't think it's going to feel very good. Yeah, Roy, AIs are incredibly stupid. Just unfathomably dumb, idiotic programs that will just lie to you about everything. Completely untrustworthy. It's fun to mess with them, though. How are we talking about nachos and cake now? What did I miss? Oh, pizza works just like nachos. If you pick up a nacho and all the chips come with it, it's all one nacho. I mean, I guess, technically. You got thick enough cheese that's going to bind it all together. It's Satisfactory far enough into the future that it's concurrent in the timeline with the post-apocalyptic beaver civilization. You know, it might be. I think later on in the game we're going to get more lore as to why we're doing this. Why we're on this Massage 2ABB, whatever the name of the planet is, in the first place. And we have all this reference to humanity destroyed the Earth. So I'm very interested to see what that is. 57... Okay, what kind of pizza are you guys having that's 57 slices? Because I think of a slice of pizza. My default is just, you know, an eighth of a 14-inch pizza. How are you eating 57 of those? Or are you counting those little square cut pizzas, the little tiny ones, as a slice? Are you counting it like the tiniest possible sliver of we're having a pizza party at the end of the year pizza slices? Or what? Drano. You don't drink that stuff. Yeah, the small square cut. I mean, still 57, that's a lot. What was I even doing in here? Sneezing on mute, apparently. Oh, I was looking for something. What was I looking for? I don't remember. Oh, smart plating. I had some stored somewhere. I just don't remember where that is. It's not there. Maybe I got rid of it. I don't see it. I don't see it. That's annoying. Oh well. I guess we'll figure that out later. Let's go see the doggos. Now that my brain has been sufficiently distracted from any possible productive things. Hey, you dinguses, I'm over here. Ooh, blue slug, thank you. And what you got? Alien carapace. Alright. Appreciate you guys. See you later. So we'll deposit these things. I guess we're going to have to set up... Man, I cannot stop hiccuping. I'm going to have to set up another factory for all this garbage now. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out of there. And then we got to put our slugs somewhere. We got a lot of slugs we should probably do something with. But for right now, that's fine. All right, how do we make plate stuff that I somehow already forgot what... Oh, I was going to fix that. It's honestly astounding that I was never tested for ADHD. Probably would have been a very helpful thing. Oh, well. Let me... Oh, okay. We got rotors and we got, what are those things called? Plates. Reinforced plates. We're making both of those things. And I think we were making the smart plating over here at some point. So, let's check and see. I know that's doing... I think this is making quick wire. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. We can take care of that. This is making modular frames from reinforced plates and iron rods. I've got rotors here. And I've got this making the plates. So, if we want to be extra special, all we've got to do is just kind of intercept this thing here. And change this recipe to smart plating. And then, all I've got to do, since that's already full, is just reroute this thing. It's going to be pretty easy to do that. Get that out of there, get that out of there. Check our inbound things. 5 and 5. All right, good. That's nice and easy. So this is making per minute 4, and it wants... This wants 5. But it's also super overclocked, so I guess we're just going to have to live with that. But I also have a whole stack of these things, so... you know, problem solved. Ooh. Ooh. You know what would be really smart is if I went and got a summer sloop and put that in there. But I don't know that I have one. Let's go find out. I don't see any summer sloops. That's unfortunate. That would probably have been a nice thing to have. We don't have it hiding here? No. Alright. So that's going to make, what do you call those things? Yeah, it's going to make those. And we need to get the rubber from there, which is what started this whole mess. I don't have any to pop in here. I guess that's going to have to just suffice. 1 modular engine per minute. So 500 minutes is a lot of hours. That's like 7.5 hours-ish. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and... Stupid presents everywhere. We need to get these things swapped over properly. I really should have made a blueprint for this, if we're being completely honest with ourselves, but too little, too late. I'm going to get this thing situated. It kills me. We're going to have to go check on our FICSMAS stuff at some point as well. Oh yeah, I need to rechat. Okay, Little Caesars. Here's the thing about Little Caesars. Little Caesars isn't pretending to be, like, really great pizza. It's available. It's hot and it's ready. It promises nothing else. So whenever I see Little Caesars slander, I'm tempted to just get really mad. But then I remember it's really stupid to be mad about food. Iron plates, I need to go grab some more of those. Where did I put those? I think they're over here. Oh, this isn't going to work well. Never mind, I thought that would be fun. Okay, Little Caesars versus CC's I feel like is a really unfair comparison because CC's is actually like trying to just give you the most ridiculous possible quantity, value, and variety all at once. And Little Caesars is like what Taco Bell used to be in terms of really accessible, really cheap, really quick, quote-unquote food that would satiate you if you were in a certain state. So, I mean... Look, like, CC's is where you go when, like, you're on the baseball team and you're 10 years old and you just want to go devour ungodly quantities of pizza and then go play Cruisin' USA arcade game in the back while your friend goes and vomits up an entire pizza because you had them eat an entire pizza. CC's is like a sacred place for kids. Little Caesars is like you end up at a Little Caesars. Because that's what's open. Oh, I didn't need to bring that all the way down here. Defending corporations is dumb. However, comma, the guy behind Little Caesars, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, had, like, paid the rent on Rosa Parks' apartment for, like, a long time. I'm gonna look it up so I don't make a fool out of myself on stream. I don't know anything about who owns CC's. Just know that I went there a lot as a kid. Would it make sense to make the processing and stuff right next to the train station? Well, none of that stuff coming in from the train station needs to be processed. It's already in its regular state. Yeah, CC's is, okay, yeah. Dalton had it covered. It's a pizza buffet. You want mediocre, probably slightly undercooked pizza with a bunch of weird toppings on it, it's your place to go. And they have an ice cream machine. That's pretty much all that needs to be said. Let's see. Oh, so that is true. Okay. Over a decade. Wow. Anyway, don't defend corporations. It's stupid. Corporations don't care about you. Oh, I did need to have this. Man, see, this is what happens. This is what happens. My brain gets distracted, and then I forget that I forgot. And it turns into this whole thing. So this did actually have to be set up like this. Now I've got to figure out if I can actually get... Okay, that was not promising. Now I have to figure out if I can actually get this to attach. Oh. Okay. Nice. Well, that's a... oh, now I'm in the way. That's a big help to get that taken care of that way. I just have to get all of that removed. I guess I'll leave the supports there. That's probably fine. Now I'm going to have the problem of having a bunch of quick wire in my inventory, and that's annoying. Oh well, we'll figure it out. This is just such a repetitive process that I probably should just say forget it and move on. But you know that's not how we do things here. We do things the most obtuse, stupid way possible. Alright, so this is where those two are going to come in. I guess technically 3 things, but I don't have it separated out, and I probably should put a smart sorter in there. I should actually, you know, I should actually check and make sure before I get too excited. Let's see what we're bringing in. I'm pretty sure it's just plastic, rubber, and... yeah, okay. We definitely need to... yeah, we'll honk to you too. We need to sort this and then just bring everything out. No, not the foundation. Thank you. Conveyor belt. Oh, you know what? I should just leave... yeah, I should have left these in place because I'm going to use them. I don't need to get rid of them. That's going to be so much better when I get there. I just have to empty this before I start writing other stuff on it. I have to remember that. Which I probably won't, but that's fine. We're just doing our best. Mostly. Yeah, we had Chuck E. Cheese. I never really went as a kid. I went when I was like a teenager because somebody's kid was having a birthday and we all went to that, but we didn't get a Chuck E. Cheese near me until I was basically too old for Chuck E. Cheese. We had a... well, I guess I shouldn't tell you the name of it, but we had a local, very local theme park that had an arcade that served very bad pizza. But that was like the birthday spot for everybody when I was in elementary school. Like, let's go to Name with Help. And we're going to go play arcade games. And they had, you know, just like the basic seedy arcade games that, you know, poorly maintained. You bump it the right way, it gives you the tickets or whatever. Well, that was fun. By the time I'd gotten into a Chuck E. Cheese, it was at the point where Chuck E. Cheese had kind of started becoming really, really just aggressively corporate in a bad way. I don't even know if they have the animatronics still. I wonder if people watch these VODs and they just think I'm completely insane because nothing ever makes sense. We just talk about random garbage. Game needs some kind of interchange splitter thingy. It has smart splitters, which is probably going to be the closest you're going to get to that. Hey, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Yes, same to you. We're currently losing our minds thinking about pizza chains and while my brain combusts attempting to route things in Satisfactory, but good to see you. Celebration Station is an absolutely incredible name for a kid's arcade. That sounds fun. What else would you be talking about while doing this? I don't know. Probably still this. There was a, I don't think it was in, like, my town, but there was a place called Discovery Zone that was, like, a similar kind of thing, but it was less arcade-focused and more on, like, imagine, like, a McDonald's play place on, like, extreme crack cocaine. Well, that's probably going to get this VOD demonetized. I don't care, whatever. But they had all sorts of stuff, and it was, like, the coolest place I'd ever been as a kid. I never went back, because, you know, that's always how it works. And then it closed. Do people expect you to narrate what you're doing at all times? I mean, kind of. In terms of videos. Somebody left a comment on, I think it was the first Ember Pelts video series video I published yesterday, I think is when that one went up. And they were complaining that I was talking too much. Like, my guy, welcome to Let's Play videos. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. He's like, talk less, play more. He's like, all right, but like, you understand that's how this works. Food is a universal enjoyment. It's a universal experience. I don't know. Enjoyment is potentially not something that happens depending on how good or bad the food is. Ember Pelts is a really good mod. I'm having a fantastic time playing it. The second video of that is going to go up tomorrow or tonight. I was going to have it exported, ready to go before stream, but I decided to hold off on the chance that we got people gifted memberships so they could actually be in the thing. I need to get, I need to get this to go up. And then across, and oh, that's gonna mess this up. It might actually have to move something else closer. I don't know. I'm gonna see if this will allow me to get, okay, well, first of all, I have to get the, I need to get this overflow set up. Like, there's all this stuff that comes up whenever I start doing this that I always forget is a thing and that I need to take care of, and then I just don't. So I'll take a stack of these out. That should empty this rest of this conveyor, and then I can fully switch everything else over. Yeah, Dave & Buster's is pretty cool. Somebody, when I was in college, had their birthday party there. He was like, yeah, just go wild, go get your tickets or whatever. We didn't even eat any food there, but they got a lot of games. Heard Netflix is encouraging their producers to have characters narrate what's going on so people have it on the background and keep up. That is going to be the death of media. Like, I'm begging people to please develop a sense of media literacy and actually watch the content they're consuming. If it's actually supposed to be narrative content, you... Look. See, I studied this. It bothers me so much. People are like, oh, I don't know what happened. Like, did you pay attention? Did you watch it? Did you critically analyze what your eyes and ears gave you? If the answer is no, go do that and then ask questions. It's like, I can't stand it when they dumb stuff down because they expect the audience to not be able to understand it. Or, like, if you're making, specifically to the Netflix thing, if you're making content with the specific intent of having your customers ignore it, why are you making it? Why are you spending money making stuff? Just put on slop or some garbage. Like, why are you investing the talents of creative people who have a passion to create something and are so emotionally invested in the process of bringing something into the world to have some sort of message that is so important to them that they're gonna create a movie or a TV show or audio or something that is telling this story, and then you as a producer at Netflix are saying, we have to make the characters narrate what's going on, like this is Mr. Rogers and he's feeding the fish. Like, why? Pack it up. You're done. It's over. Like, what possible benefit to society is that going to serve? Oh my God, that makes me so mad. Anyway, no insult to Mr. Rogers. I know full well why he did that, and that's a very good story. But if you are Netflix and you are greenlighting people's like passion projects, creative things, and then you're telling them, yeah, we need the characters to narrate what they're doing here, so people who are like making food in the kitchen and not actually watching can stop it. Just quit your job. Go do something else. Anyway, rant aside, really got to say the modding community in Timberborn is amazing. So many cool people. I know there are many, but got to give a shout out to Todd. Yes, there's so many people that make really good stuff. Everyone I've talked to who has made mods for Timberborn has just been such a fantastic person. Just really super genuinely nice people. I also don't get people who miss things when there's an option to rewind and absorb information. Yeah, it's not 1985. You can rewind TV. You can rewind YouTube videos. You can go look up a VOD of something. Like, you're not limited to what happens in the moment. You can consume content in a responsible and holistic manner that's going to allow you to learn something. If you want to learn something. If you don't, then, all right, that's not my problem. But it just, why? Why are people like this? What happened? What happened to people? Oh, battery smooth. Just don't talk about time zones. Yeah, for me, like, background noise is like podcasts where people don't really ever say anything, but they just kind of banter with each other. Because that makes me feel like I'm just hanging out with my friends. If they're actually, you know, communicating information, then yeah, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen to it. But if I just want something on in the background, it's either a TV show I've seen 20,000 times, or it's just some random thing. I'm not seeking out stuff I have never seen before to put on as background noise. What does that accomplish? Are you just ticking off a checkbox that I consumed this? Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Don't do this to yourself. I went to the theater to see Pirates of the Caribbean 3 with a group of girls. They kept leaning over to ask me why this or that happened. I don't know. I've missed it. Answering you. Exactly. Exactly. I can't stand that. It's like people are like, hey, do you want to watch a movie together? Like, well, no, not really. Because if you're watching a movie with somebody else, they're going to ask you constantly. Who's that? I don't know. We're watching this for the first time. Why are you asking me? Look at the screen. It's going to show you. It's going to you're going to absorb information about what's happening if you participate in the process of consuming content. Why am I so heated about this? Jeez. I need help. There is no reasonable explanation for this. Oh God. Anyway, I really hope this is going to the right spot. I think I have this set up right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have that in straight mode. That needs to be in not straight mode. No, that's in straight mode too. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, we gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. Default mode. There we go. Okay, now all of this being said, because I know this is going to come up, there are many people who watch my videos or my streams or whatever with the express purpose of just having something on, and that's fine. This is not intended to be deeply, like, cerebral content. I'm playing a game and I'm talking about what's happening. That is perfect background noise stuff. If you use it to go to sleep, that is A-okay with me. I am just happy to have you here, however, whatever that means. And if I were making documentary content and I was actually, you know, spending hundreds of hours researching this stuff and thousands of dollars flying to locations to get footage of stuff or interviewing people and doing all this, and then you say, yeah, I put that on as background noise, and I'm probably going to be a little annoyed, but whatever, you're still watching it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Just want to make sure we acknowledge that before someone's like, oh, you hate the people who watch your... No, that's not how this works. Oh, I can't stand the short format brain rat stuff. It makes me want to commit crimes. It's awful. Okay, now what did I miss here? There's a girl on TikTok. First mistake. Wanting to normalize talking in movie theaters. Please do not ever do that. Like she wanted that to be the default people discussing what... No! Stop it! If I'm spending money... I haven't been to a movie theater in years, but if I'm spending money to go see a movie in a theater, it's because I want to see it in a theater, and I want to enjoy the experience on a giant screen with the good speakers, and I want to eat my $12 popcorn or whatever. I don't want to hear people talking about it. That's so rude. It's incredibly rude. You're heated because it's legitimately infuriating when willful ignorance is becoming more and more prevalent. Absolutely. You get the gold star. You understand. We chat about quantum mechanics. I don't understand quantum mechanics, so I'd rather not. The only time I'm okay with theater noise is if I was at a special screening of a movie for fans. Yeah, okay. In that context, like, I don't know, like, just to bring it up an example, probably most people are going to be familiar with comic book movies. where the people who are going to see the movie probably already know what's going to happen. And they're excited because they're going to see, or I don't know, like a anime compilations, or like people who are familiar with the content and know what's happening, and they're getting excited for it, and they're with people who are all there with the agreed upon understanding beforehand that this is what's going to happen. We're gonna watch this, we're gonna get excited, we're gonna enjoy the experience of watching this together, versus I'm gonna go watch a really good movie and I want to focus on it, and then some word I'm not gonna say for a VOD is sitting there just being an absolute other word I'm not gonna say on a VOD. Like, that's what causes people to commit violence. It's just, makes me so mad. It's like, like, as a kid, I remember, like, ushers coming into movies and asking people to leave who were being disruptive. And they left. Because there was actually some sort of societal expectation for mutual respect in a group environment. Oh, man. People make me so mad. It's just absolutely infuriating. So, anyway, what was I doing over here? I need to connect this to something. That's going to come in from underneath here, which is going to get connected to there, which is going to go to this, which is going to be coming in from underneath here. This is going to be our third item that gets hooked up from the train station. I probably should have been putting the... Actually, you know what? I don't have... I only got 53 of these. We have to go. We have to go back. I just got here, and that is incredibly... Oh, yeah, we were discussing people who are talking in movie theaters, and the general decline of people being, you know, actual thoughtful and considerate human beings in public, among other things. But yeah, good to see you. We're currently attempting to figure out my absolute disaster of an item sorting area here. So I'm going to get my... Oh, why is my phone vibrating? I get like 18 spam phone calls a day from random numbers, and they leave like a 3-second voicemail that's just silence. It irritates the crap out of me. Like, I already don't ever want to talk to anyone ever on the phone for any reason. So why are you calling me and wasting my time? So I have to sit there and look at the phone and decide, well, I'm definitely not answering that. Is this going the wrong way? It is. I need to start from here and go that way. So I think, what was it I decided I was going to put here? I was going to put the packaged fuel, I think, because that's going to be the least likely thing that actually has to come out. And I can use that for something else. I think that's going to make the most sense. So that will come in through here. Come down through here. Yeah, see, now we're actually going to get stuff done. Those of you watching on VOD who are wondering if we're ever actually going to accomplish anything this stream, the answer to that question is yes. Until I get distracted again and then go on a 30-minute rant about how awful it is to go participate in any media discussion anywhere for any reason. Or, oh, okay, since we're already on this topic. People who don't actually pay attention to stuff and then try to tell you that you're wrong when you tell them something as like a factual analysis of something, it absolutely infuriates me. Lemons taste delicious. Why are you eating lemons? Like, are you like chewing on lemons? Are you like chewing on the pulp in your mouth? Lemons are delicious, or are you just talking about like the flavoring? Lemon juice as seasoning fish or chicken is absolutely fantastic. You should always do that. How did subtitles come up? Oh, you talking about subtitles on 3D movies? Yeah, absolutely. Just send it to the Shadow Realm. It's unbearable. Terrible, terrible trying to keep up with subtitles on a 3D movie. Alright, and I guess you unlocked the bonus rant is sound mixing in TV shows and movies now is just unbelievably bad. It's like, oh, we have to make all the sound effects and the music and everything so incredibly loud you can't hear the dialogue. It's like, why? Why? You have the power to do anything, and you choose to do this. Don't do that. Lemon juice is really good on shrimp. What we usually do is we'll get shrimp and we'll cook them in a pan just with some butter and maybe a little bit of seasoning. And then, I don't know, a lot of other people in my family don't like it, but I'll put lemon stuff on there sometimes. It's really good. Just a tiny bit just brings out the flavor really nicely. You eat lemons like oranges? I don't believe you. Watched a video about that most movies today are sound mixed with subtitles in mind. Okay, this is a complicated topic because there are a lot of people who, for whatever accessibility or preference reason, want to have subtitles, and that's perfectly fine. But if your movie is unwatchable without them, you have failed. As a sound mixer, as a director, producer, whatever title you want to assign to that. There's supposed to be an accessibility tool, not a requirement to enjoy the movie. If I'm reading subtitles, I can't look at what else is on the screen until I've read the subtitles. And if it's fast moving, if it's like action or whatever, or there's a lot going on, I want to see what's been put on the screen. I want to see what the director of photography and the camera people or if it's animated, the animators or whoever has put on there. I don't want to be reading subtitles the entire stinking time. Unless, of course, it's in a foreign language that I don't understand, and then you have to, and that's just part of the thing. Like, why are we mixing movies and TV shows where you have to have the subtitles on? Or it's so dark that you have to have the brightness on the TV all the way up. Like, why? We have these incredibly high-tech, advanced cameras that will shoot amazing, beautiful pictures if you light them correctly. And they shoot it like it's inside a dark closet at midnight in the Arctic Circle. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have more camera power in your pocket of your cell phone than professional people had access to 30 years ago. Why are you making bad choices? Why are you doing it? There's no reason for this. AI translation is a horrifically bad idea for a lot of different languages, especially Japanese. But that's a different discussion entirely. If it's like languages in the same language family, then I guess maybe. But in situations where it's highly context dependent, AI translation is just an enormous FU to anyone consuming that content. It is incredibly bad. It's going to miss context clues. It's going to miss tone. It's going to miss everything. It's going to get names wrong, nouns wrong. If it's like I'm saying, like specifically Japanese English, it's going to be incredibly bad every time. And, you know, it puts actual people who have the knowledge and the context to adequately interpret what's going on. It's going to put them out of jobs, and then no one's going to do it, and everything's going to suck forever. Man, I am unreasonably mad. Tinfoil hattery on the horrible sound mixing is that it's not being done by the people that know what they're doing anymore. It's some random intern that was just told to... Okay. I don't know that that's true, but I think there's something to it, to where they're being told to fit certain molds, certain trends, based on what wins awards, regardless of whether or not it's good. Like you're chasing something that someone else has done instead of just doing what you want to do and letting your own work stand on its own merits. You're trying to be something else, and that everybody loses when you do that, regardless of what it is. Any creative field, like, stop copying people. Just make your own stuff. You can make cool stuff. Your imagination is so much better than anything that any AI slop or whatever can pop out. Just be creative. That's the human experience, is making cool stuff and creating things. If it's iterative, then okay, but what are you actually doing? Subtitles are needed because they're too quiet. Exactly. Don't make it that quiet. You're mixing sound on a movie. You have dialogue. You want to hear the dialogue. If the dialogue is meant to be heard, it needs to be audible. And also, like, movie dialogue is ADR'd anyway. So, like, you're re-recording the dialogue a lot of the time, and it's just matched to lip flaps. You have the opportunity to make it audible and make everything line up perfectly and be absolutely crystal clear, and you're not doing it. Oh, hey, Josh. Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to pop back in. On the topic of audio, good Foley tells me immediately that people cared about... Yes, 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 yes. Good Foley is absolutely everything. It does not matter what kind of media it is. If you have good Foley, I immediately respect what you're doing. Okay, content notwithstanding, because some stuff, like, people are going to say, I can't believe you endorse this terrible thing, this awful. Like, no. The quality of a work, if the care and attention is put in to accurately replicate sounds in such a way where it improves the experience of consuming the content, that is such an incredible act of love and respect on behalf of the people making it to the viewer or the listener or whoever. It's like, I love that. That's good stuff. It's so good. And then you go and you watch something else that's just absolute slop. You're like, yeah, this is a waste of time. Don't talk yourself out of a good mood. Ugh. No, I'm having fun because I get to talk to you guys. But this stuff makes me so irritated. We have a lot of issues with AI translation at work. We don't have the money in public school to translate all of our documents for parents, but AI translation is so bad. Yes, this is why interpreters exist, but nobody wants to fund anything. There are people who study languages and culture to have actual, accurate, and adequate context for translating things in a way that preserves the original intent of what's being communicated. And people don't want to pay these people to do it. There's like, oh, we're going to make the computer do... Stop! You have the... I need to play the game. You have the ability, you have the technology, you have all of this available to you in a way that's going to massively increase the quality of life for everybody involved, and you choose to feed it to a stupid computer. Don't do that. Respect people. Respect humanity. Respect the collective experience of enjoying the creative process, and stop making computers replace people. I want AI to fold my laundry. I don't want it to write my movies. Stop it. Anyway. I wish the soundtracks for shows were not left, right, center, but voice, music, and sound effects. So some of them actually are, kind of, to a certain degree. If you have a 5.1 setup, the center speaker is almost always going to be mixed if someone competent is doing the sound mixing, which, as we've apparently gotten on this huge tangent for we already know is not always the case. But the center speaker is supposed to be primarily dialogue, and a lot of the sound effects are supposed to be the surround channels, depending on what's happening on screen. Used to do a lot of translation, but between German, English, Spanish, and Serbian, all Indo-European, and my knowledge is really redundant with the advent of ChatGPT. It does bet. I feel like that cut off your answer. But like I was saying earlier, languages that share things like grammar structure and a lot of common vocabulary, maybe it's better for that. But some stuff just does not work. And they're always like, oh, we're going to decrease manga piracy by having AI. Stop it. No, you're not. No one's going to read that. It's going to be horrible. And you're going to charge people money for that? No. Stop it. Don't do that. You're never going to... Piracy is not... Oh, God, it's like... What was it that Gabe Newell said? Is like, piracy is... Like, it's not an issue of people want to steal. It's that it's better... It's a better experience for them to acquire it illegally than it is to go about it the honest way. It's a supply chain issue. It's a convenience issue. It's a quality of service issue. Now I'm super behind on chat, super off topic. Worst part is I can forgive lower quality if the story is cohesive, but modern media lacks quality in all aspects and detracts me from giving anything new a chance. You might be surprised, depending on what you find, but a lot of stuff, especially like if Netflix is behind it or whatever, is just, we have to make content for the sake of making content. It's made to fill a slot instead of being made for a specific purpose, to tell a specific story or to illuminate some sort of thing that needs to be told. It's just, we need X amount of slot by Y date, so here you go. Just make something. Stop it. Nobody wants to sign into 3 accounts to play a game. Also true. Pricing is almost always a service problem. Oh, okay, I'm assuming that was meant to say piracy. Piracy is almost always a service problem, not a pricing problem. If a product exists in sufficient quality at some sort of level of service that isn't extremely annoying to go through, probably most people are going to be willing to pay for it. But if it's impossible to find something, or if it's incredibly expensive, or it's got really stupid DRM on it, why would people bother? Why would people bother to waste their time and their money on a substandard product or service? What did you delete? Don't do that. Marina's just saying hi. I understood what you meant. You're good. What's flashing on the right of the screen over the train tracks? That was probably the sun going in and out of the trees. Oh, but you can see the lights. Somebody last time, it might have actually been Marina, actually, wanted to see the lights on the tracks, and I couldn't show the lights because it wasn't dark, but that's what that looks like. Isn't it cool? It's like, oh, I didn't enter photo mode. There we go. It's like those street lights before they replaced everything with those terrible there they go. Now it's off. Before they replaced everything with the terrible LEDs that turn purple because they used the cheapest possible thing instead of a quality product. Yeah, that's what all those were. Leader message make me feel bad. He likes doing that. All right, you two be nice. How did that come up? Oh, the perspective shot for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's so awesome what practical effects are able to do. This is why I'm always going to be super heated when people talk about, like, oh, the AI computers are going to make better. Stop it. No, they're not. A human being tasked with an impossible thing, with inadequate equipment, inadequate technology, inadequate time, is going to come up with a really, really cool way to make it happen anyway, 90% of the time. Let people be great. Let people experiment with stuff and invent really cool new things. Don't just tick it off as a box of like, oh, we have to have this done, and just figure out some way to automate. Stop it. Make cool stuff. Did someone say purple? No. But I guess I did. Yeah, physical media is so important. Like, if you like a show or a movie or whatever, get a copy of physical media. Because as soon as it's not making money on their streaming services, they're just going to completely cut it off. But if you own a copy, if you own a physical copy, they can't take that away from you. And you'll have it forever, as long as that media exists, and make backups of all your stuff, etc., whatever. Practical effects, like Jurassic Park, still holds up. A lot of the Star Wars stuff still holds up. Titanic, the 97 movie, there's been so many Titanic movies. James Cameron, it still holds up because they built a model of the ship and sunk it in an actual pool. They built like I don't think it was 1-to-1, but it was huge. Like, they put so much effort and care into making this stuff. And yeah, they used computers to help, but there was actual physical set pieces that moved and transformed and deteriorated and were destroyed in the process of filming. Like, that's art. How are you going to say that a computer is going to be better than that? Now, that's not to say computers are worthless or that anything those guys do doesn't matter. That's not what the point of this is. But, like, if you're filming a movie and the entirety of the movie is an actor in a motion capture suit against a green screen, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have environments. You have all these places across the entire world that have absolutely amazing landscapes. You have sound stages. You can build stuff. Why are you just making everything on a green screen? That can't be enjoyable as an actor to go and shoot that. It's got to be depressing if you're just by yourself, because you constantly making all these movies where these people have to have different availability and you can't have all the actors together. Like, what's the point? You're pushing out. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're letting your greed drive your decisions, and you're not making a quality product. I love watching behind the scenes stuff, man. It's so cool. Like, you see the way these people solve the problems and they come up with this stuff. It's just like, that is amazing. It's absolutely inspirational. Demolition scenes where you only get one take to get it right. Yeah, exactly. Because that's a whole bunch of people spend a whole lot of time thinking about the best possible way to make something happen. And you got a camera operator with the entire thing resting on them to get the shot, and they get it. That's amazing. That's the kind of stuff that makes movies worth watching. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Marina. Ian McKellen cried on the set of The Hobbit because he was always alone. Why are we doing this to people? There's no reason for it. Anyway. We're playing a game called Satisfactory in which we exploit an alien planet because capitalism is fun. So let's embrace that and continue the process of what we're doing here. I need to figure out how this is going to connect, and I think... Okay, that one lines up just fine. Good. Seeing behind the scenes where everything is green screen and yep, exactly. Exactly. And that's not to say that that technology is worthless. Obviously, it's really cool and you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. But that doesn't mean you have to replace everything with it. That's just unnecessary burden on the CG folks who I'm sure would much rather be coming up with some crazy, impossible in real life set piece or giant monster to fight or whatever, instead of just, okay, well now we have to recreate something that already exists in real life that we could have very easily shot at. FICSMASing, yeah, we did a little bit of that at the beginning of the stream before I got incredibly angry at the state of modern media, but that's not where that goes. We can go back and check that out in a little bit. I filled the what are they called? Storage containers with some stuff. We're trying to make a whole bunch of those different ornaments so we can unlock the level 3 thing on the tree. But then I got distracted. That never happens. In a way, it's kind of a good thing that I don't have, like, 6,000 people watch these streams like I do with the videos. I'm sure there'd be a lot of very angry people in the comments telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to put in... Depending on how this ends up having to get sorted. Do I want to? How's this? Okay, I'm going to leave this ledge here. And I guess I could just put that one back too. But I need to have this stuff come out and actually make it down here. So I'm going to have 3... Yeah, I'm going to have 3 things. One here, and one here. So that's going to come out of this in the middle. And then I'm assuming it's probably going to make the most sense to do outside to outside. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then this one in the middle will be 2 tall, and the other one will just be 1. That's fine. Oh, did I line this up absolutely perfectly? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. If you build the CG model, then we'll have it for the future. If you build the... Exactly. I didn't even read the second half of your sentence. We're on the same page. Buying the prop lets you have it for the future. Like, think about, like, the backlot at Universal, for example. All of those different houses and the town sets and everything, they used for so many different movies. And it's kind of a fun thing to say, oh, hey, well, that house was in this movie. That house was in this movie. And you go on the tour and you see this, and then people go take pictures of the different places. And it's a physical place that you can assign a memory to. You can't do that with a computer-generated thing. It's like, cool. It's neat. It looks really good. I'm sure the people who make it are really, really talented and really care about what they're doing. But it's not the same. It's not a replacement. Wait, what shells? Okay, okay, you guys lost me here. Oh, you're talking about a movie. All right. I need to get this stuff separated. Can I make a smart splitter and smart splitter? Yeah, great, good job. Yes, this will have 3 outputs. That's exactly what we need. I have the AI limiters. That's fine. Do I have 693. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start the process one thing at a time so I don't get completely confused. Alright, this is going to connect to here. We'll put this in straight mode. There we go, and then out of straight mode because I don't want to build any of the rest of these in straight mode. That connects there. That's fine. That's going to be our fuel. So that's what's going in. Then I have to come up here and I have to separate everything. That's the outflow. This is, oh, this is completely filled. How am I gonna do this right? I might need to do some shenanigans here. Does that line up with... it lines up with absolutely none of these. Okay. Well... this is going to be super ugly, but... See you, paper. I hope you feel better. If you're still here. I want to get my hands on the oversized David Hasselhoff figure from the SpongeBob movie. That was pretty funny. Okay. Let's lock in here. Let's actually get something accomplished. I need packaged fuel to go through here. That is the right output. If I am smart about how I do this, then I think I'm going to have this actually make sense here. Yeah, let's, Is there any way I can move that back so I can have that go through a wall? What if I did the, conveyor wall? Is that going to... No, that doesn't line up. Never mind. Never mind. That was never going to be a reasonably possible thing. How's that? How far is that going to stick out if I use a conveyor lift? Okay, that's not... it's not stellar. That lines up... How closely to... Oh, I need to make sure that this doesn't actually send the wrong thing out. I guess plastic can go through the middle and rubber can go through the left. It's probably fine. A friend gave me a nice surprise for my 30th. She ordered a Wally Lego toy. Hey, that's fun. Might actually have merch I like more than the cups. Hey, that is A-okay. When is your birthday? Unless you already told me and I forgot, in which case I am deeply sorry. I'm bad at remembering things a lot of the time. Is that going to fit here? Oh, HOAs, here we go. Oh, boy. You want to talk about just like the scum of the earth. HOAs are really weird because they're like micro-governments for people who hate government but suddenly want to have the power to have governance over other people for no reason. They can put liens on your house if you break the rules, which is insane to me. It's on the 4th. Ah! Oh, sorry, I forgot. Man. Oh, now I feel bad. I hope it was good. I might have actually wished you happy birthday and I just don't remember it. We'll talk after the stream. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Make your life-sized Iron Giant. Live your dreams. If my neighbor made something like that, that would be awesome. I would love to see that. Like, there's... Oh, man. See, here we go. There's... Because everything's got to have a Facebook group, right? And I try not to go on there because it's just a stupid website. But... my local area, name withheld, has a Facebook group of people who just like love to complain about nonsense at all times. Just the most stupid garbage possible. They're like, somebody painted their fence purple and I don't like it. Like, that's their private property, dude. They have a fence, they can paint it purple if they want. Not your problem. And all these people in the comments are just arguing whether or not it's like morally right. Like, stop it. Paint your fence whatever color you want to paint your fence. It does not matter. You have a lot of say, why would you remember my birthday? I try really hard. I try really hard to remember stuff that's important to people, and it makes me sad that I can't. But I'm glad that I actually did. A purple fence should be legally protected like pandas. Yeah. Do what you want with your property. Doesn't affect me. You paid money for it, you do what you want. Maybe they take offense to purple. My number crunchers don't come with warranties because I don't build them. How come you didn't remember my birthday that I never told you? Yeah, see, that's my greatest failing as a human being right there, is that I didn't perceive that your birthday had already occurred. And apologize in advance. Anyway, I just figured out that this isn't actually connected to anything. So we will hook this up after I have everything correctly routed here. But if I can get this... See, I really don't like this. I don't like this sticking out this far. Like, I feel like it's got to be possible to have it, you know, not be a complete and utter pile of garbage, looks-wise. But at the same time, if I delete this, it's going to cause a lot of problems. I'm not going to have space for everything. But we're going to do it. I have the unbearable need to make stuff not look like absolute garbage. It is crippling. I'm going to do my best, though. We're going to make something that doesn't look like absolute you-know-what. We're going to do it together because we care. Okay. So now this matches. This matches this output here in the middle. Oh, that's beautiful. It's absolutely glorious. I love it when stuff lines up, and it's just super satisfying. Is this actually the output? Okay. So this middle one, I'm going to say, for the purpose of making stuff look good, it's going to line up with... come on. No, get back up on the side. It's going to line up right there. And that's going to connect to... Come on. Please. Please. There. It's going to connect there. That one, on this side, please just snap. Come on. Stop it. There we go. That is going to go down to... I think that matches? Yeah. That's going to go down there. And then this one is also going to go down here. See, look at that. Look how nice that is. Oh, I love it. I love it to bits. That's going to go there. That's going to go... Hello? Thank you. That's going to go there. Oh, man. That's so good. I'm so glad we did that. I don't have a hot tub. Sorry. Please do not show up to my house ever for any reason. No. Building regulations are very good and very necessary. I have no problem with that. Yeah, I do not care what color you paint your house. I do not care if you... I don't care if you mow your grass. Whatever. You want to let it go to seed? Well, maybe don't do that if it's going to affect somebody else's grass. But, like, I plant wildflowers in your yard. I don't care. Just be a good person. Be nice to people. That's what I care about. I'm expanding the non-existent hot tub. Yes, you are correct. I wish I had an onsen, man. Like, I was talking... I talk with a bunch of different people about this, but I was talking about, like, how completely absurd it would be to fly to Japan and ride trains for a week and then come back. I kind of want to do it. But a plane ticket is like $1,500. Like, I don't think I could justify that. That would have to be a very reckless splurge thing. But the idea behind, you can just go to a place that has a hot spring and you can just relax and just sit there. Probably with a nice view or whatever. That's really appealing. We don't have that stuff here. The closest thing I got to that is, yeah, fill the hot tub, or not the hot tub, the tub with hot water. I don't have a hot tub. I do not have a hot tub. We're not starting that again. But, you know, you put your whatever water in that thing, and you're like, all right, cool, nice. But at the end of the day, you're still in your bathroom, and you're looking at the same wall you always see. Like, all right. I feel relaxed, but I'm not relaxed, right? Either that or a sauna. That's probably a little bit more obtainable. So you can buy, like, you can buy kits and stuff. You can build a sauna in your house or, like, in your backyard or whatever. That'd be fun. I've always been jealous. There we go. Jealous of the finish for saunas. No, hot tub has not been confirmed. Goats are cool. I live in an area that I guess we could probably pretty safely say is rural, because most people are on septic, but there are people near-ish to where I live that have goats. And they've got these big, like, rock formations in their yard. You can just see the goats crawling all over those things. They eat the grass, and I think at some point they were, like, renting them out for erosion control or something like that. They'd eat vegetation. Like, that's cool. That's the kind of stuff you don't see if you live in the city. And I've done both. I've lived everywhere. But there's just something really cool about, like, keeping animals. Let's see, goats, emus, deer are a menace, but people don't keep those as pets. Means you need more bubbles in your tub. So actually, this house does have a jacuzzi tub in the master bathroom, but I don't have bubbles. I haven't done that in like 25 years. Goats are useful. Anyway, as I get incredibly distracted yet again. No, hot tub not confirmed. Can I stand on top of the crate? Yes. Okay. I gotta figure out what my minimum spacing is for the splitter. I think at some point I had it figured out, but I do not remember what it is. I'm just gonna put it on there. Wait, can I get at the crate? No, I'm gonna have to. Ugh. I'm gonna have to move this crate. That's so annoying. All right. Personal storage box it is. Oh, what am I going to put in here? Plastic and those things. All right. I have to move this out of the way, or I'm not going to ever get anything done. And that rubber can go in there. Sincerely apologizing to all of you who hope to see actual gameplay today, but we're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I got 3 more slots. Oh, okay, that's not going to work. But I can hold some of it at least. All right, what's in here? Single item. That's plastic. That's more plastic. Do I have room for more plastic in the stacks? I do. Okay, now I can actually build this thing. I don't need to have a container for storage here because it's all going to storage over there, which means I could actually have this look pretty nice. We could make it look good. We can make it hidden completely. Just depends on what we want to do, and that is not in the correct spot. So we're going to try that again. All right, let's lock the hologram. Oh, you stupid idiot. Lock the hologram with the H key. There we go. Good job. Now we have to fix this again. The right was the fuel. Not FI. Good job. I got my, well, actually, I've got T in this one. But I've got my cup in the way of my keyboard, and I can't see anything because I got my chair reclined super far back because apparently that's a smart thing to do. Okay, so that's going there. We got to do our Mark IV belts. You've been playing for 2 hours. I don't care. We're having a good time. Ooh, hold on. That actually doesn't look bad. We'll do that. Straight mode is fine. And then this coming out of here into sorting land. That is kind of the bad thing about having the single outlet on the smart splitter, because I can't really... Wait a second. You know what? I totally could. I could load balance this. I could have 2 smart splitters that go into... Yeah, because this is only 480 per minute. And, yeah, okay. All right. Buckle up, folks. The shenanigans are continuing. I need to stack these so I can have each of these merge. I think I can make that happen. Husband and I were joking a few days ago about going to Japan. I read faster than I can make my mouth move. Taking trains and doing hot... That sounds like a fantastic vacation. Absolutely fantastic. Filling a hot tub with champagne sounds like a miserable experience. It would be so sticky. I like those Gen Z videos where they have to show a shiny game while they discuss topics. Yeah, the Subway Surfers in the bottom. Distracting us with a shiny while talking about serious topics. Hey, that's what we do here. Enjoy the Yellowstone hot springs, but only once. Please do not jump into the geysers. Please do not jump into the geysers. No matter how appealing they may be. It was actually Beans' partner did the drawing. And I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate that. I might try to do merch of it. I don't know. We'll see. I got a bunch of cool ideas. I just have to actually, you know, do them, which is always the hardest part. Did you hear about Kentucky Fried Chicken Prestone Fire Log? No. I'm equal parts horrified and curious. Well, we haven't used our fireplace in forever, so probably a terrible idea to try to use it without having somebody come inspect it. But my grandparents would always have, in their old house, would have a fire going in the fireplace, but they never used the Kentucky Fried Chicken log. Oh, man, I gotta look that up. That sounds like the funniest possible thing to just randomly put on, like you're hosting people for like Christmas dinner or whatever, and just put that on the fire, and someone's like, hey, do you smell KFC? Let's see. KFC fireplace log. And this is the first suggested result on search. Unbelievable. Okay, Envirolog. That's like an actual company that makes it. I can't believe it. Whoa, hold on. That's cheap. It's officially licensed. I can't believe this. Okay, $24.99 on Walmart. Oh, it's a third-party seller. Okay. No, I want to read the ad copy on this. I don't want to watch a video. Get out of here. I don't care about Prop 65. All right. Well, I guess they don't want me to actually learn about this product because it's completely incomprehensible. But the packaging looks absolutely perfect for this. The back of the box. Not actually fried chicken. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? I need to get better at OBS so I can just like show you guys pictures during stream. So you have actual context to this. Fire log made from 100% recycled wax cardboard, not actually fried chicken. And I can't read what the warning says. That's incredible. That's really funny. Left having a real fireplace and managing it. We have a gas one now. Yeah, the one in our house is gas, but you know, I'm not lighting anything on fire in there until I have like several people confirm that it's actually safe and it's not like broken and burn the house down. Change the subject a little bit. The guy on YouTube, Post10, who does the beaver videos, like unclogging beaver dams and stuff, he also does camping videos, and I know a bunch of you guys have seen those. But he'll bring like this backpacking stove, like when I say stove, like an actual like a wood stove that you can fit in a backpack, a big backpack, and he'll always like have these fires built in his weird 4-season tents or some random campsite he has somewhere. Like there's something really satisfying about that. And then you're cooking on the top of the stove as it heats up the pan or whatever. I love that. That's really fun. Valentine's ramen. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well you say that, and my mind immediately goes to the heart-shaped candies. Like, ew, don't put those in ramen. That's bad. Oh, that sounds terrible. Backpacking stove, mini offertory. Okay, all right, fair. Mini offertory box. Put a picture on the YouTube Satisfactory chat. Discord Satisfactory chat. Oh, I got tagged in something. What's that? Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at Walmart. That's just such a good packaging design. I wonder how they got it to smell like fried chicken. Like, you know they had to put some sort of chemical in there that's probably terrible for you. Yeah, he's got a bunch of channels. He's got, of course, the Post 10 one. He's got like New England Outdoors or something where he does different stuff. He's got like trail cams. He does the old like military food MREs. Just really like cool historical stuff. He's just a cool dude. He doesn't do stupid garbage. He just makes videos. Absolutely no controversy ever. I love that. Like, I don't want to get wrapped up or embroiled in some sort of drama with. I just want somebody to make good content that I can enjoy and just not think about it. I legit buy those KFC logs for all my friends if they were cheaper than $30. I mean, hey, if they don't sell out, they might end up in one of those overstock places. Like, you find the weirdest stuff in, let's see, well, I guess Big Lots is technically out of business at this point, or they're bankrupt or whatever. But I used to go in there, I'd find the weirdest stuff, like just obscenely random garbage. I don't know, Canadians in chat might have had ketchup-flavored potato chips before, but I saw that, I was like, why in the world would you make ketchup-flavored potato chips? But they had them, and I bought them, and then they were aggressively okay, I guess, but it's just fun to see random weird stuff. What if you take a KFC log camping in bear country? That's a bad choice. What's a KFC log? It's one of those compressed wax paper logs that you burn in a fireplace, but it's made to smell like Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's basically it. See, like, I don't even really like KFC, like, the food. But it's just really funny, like, the lore behind Colonel Sanders and all that. And how revered he is in Japan for some reason, despite being, like, a huge part of the, like, the industrial war machine behind the Manhattan Project. There's so much stuff. You just go on this deep dive at 3 in the morning on Wikipedia or whatever. You see the craziest nonsense. And then I know if Josh is still in chat, he's gonna know all about this. But there is a baseball team in Japan that was like allegedly cursed for a super long time because they threw a statue of Colonel Sanders into a river, and they didn't win a championship for like ever until they fished the thing out. I don't know exactly what the details were, but I know if he's still in chat, he's gonna probably say something about that, or not. I don't need to put you on the spot, but I know that we've talked about that specifically. One thing we need to permanently steal from Canada is all-dressed potato. What's an all-dressed potato chip? Now I'm curious. I have accomplished nothing in the past, like, 10 minutes. Oh, I was only going to stream for 2 hours, too, and we still haven't gotten this done. I will hook this up. We will have something accomplished. But then I was trying to figure out how I could do the stacks of sorting stuff. Watched a video on KFC in Japan. The guy that got the first franchise was asked if KFC was an American Christmas tradition. He lied and said yes. That makes perfect sense. That's the funniest thing. Like, I don't know, you see it in like anime where like, we gotta get our KFC for Christmas. Like, nobody eats that for Christmas dinner. Nobody. Okay, probably somebody does it, but they're just like, oh, this is this like super respected, hyper American tradition. Like, no, it's not. Somebody lied to you, and now you're buying mediocre fried chicken for your Christmas dinner with whoever you're spinning that with. Like, apologize. Like, what are you doing? The reasons they're allowed to make ketchup-flavored potato chips is there's not enough people saying, no, don't do that. I mean, hey, you make what you want to make. If people want to buy it, they're going to buy it. But, I don't know. It's fine. It's just a flavor of chips, and I didn't dislike it. But it was just such a weird thing for me to see. Like, you know, seeing all the Doritos, you got Cool Ranch, you got the nacho cheese, you got the purple Doritos. I like those the best. The I don't remember what it's called. The spicy something or other. Sweet chili maybe is the purple bag. I don't know. It's all right. Doritos. You got Doritos and you got Gatorade and you got Kool-Aid. Nobody knows what the actual flavor name is. You just know what color it is. What flavor is that? Blue. Okay, cool. I could not tell you. Gun to my head, I could not tell you what the actual name of the blue Gatorade is. I just know it's blue. Anyway, I am terrible at this. Let's put in a stack. I'm going to get yelled at for being loud, too. This always happens. But... oh, that's just a regular splitter. I might want to actually just leave that there. But I need to have this smart splitter running in tandem with this guy, and then I need to combine everything. I don't know if I can do it for the one in the middle. And if that's the case... No, I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it. So probably what's going to happen is these are going to have to be moved out. Yeah, okay. Bear with me. If you are somehow still watching the stream, we are going to try our best to have this actually functional and looking cool by the time that I have to go or I'm billed for making too much noise. Alright, this is going to get brought out and then connect to there. So we have to have a merger. I'm glad I have all the pieces for this stuff. That is going to go, I guess here? I'm gonna disassemble this. Gotta use all my brain power. It's like when you're driving and you're trying to figure out where you're turning, so you turn the radio down so you can see better. I think we've talked about that before. The poor hamster running in my head is tired. He's weary. No, that can't go there. That absolutely cannot go there. That's going to look terrible. I say, looking at the thing that I'm never, ever going to see the inside of ever again. Alright, Mark IV belt in there. And then I'm going to have... oh, can I even make that fit this direction here? I think... yeah, there we go. That's going to go in like that. Is this still in straight mode? Yes, it is. Cool, so that is going to be merged into this. This is going to go down there. Please attach yourself. Thank you. Alright, this center... what did I have going to the center output? Is that plastic? Yeah. Okay. Plastic in the center. That's not the P key. That's also not the P key. That's definitely... alright, I've just got to move this. Plastic. The right was the packaged fuel. Yeah, honk to you too. Rubber. There we go. Now we're actually getting somewhere. So, this isn't technically load balancing, but I'm like always tempted to say that it actually is, and that's not really the case, so hopefully you can forgive my ignorance. But this merger, I have to, I guess, we have all the space up here. I might as well just, oh, is that actually going to work? Is that too close? Oh, it absolutely is. It super is. Let's try this anyway. Ooh, that's, no. That's not going to work. Alright, oh, I can just put that in line with this. Because that's got to come out here, and then I have to have it... oh, no, 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 that's going to be super good. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be absolutely perfect. I'm just going to move it to... let's try this. Nope, nope, wrong button. Oh, please. Come on. If I can get this to line up... oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. That goes here. That output... yes. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely perfect. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. This is actually going to work. And it's not going to look like absolute fill in the blank here. No, that's in the way. Oh, man. Oh, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. Because that really... oh, that's the problem with the three-way thing here. This is going to be asymmetrical, and I'm going to hate it. I'm going to absolutely hate it. Okay, now I have to go back and read chat. I see comments. Berry Crush. I don't feel like I've ever heard that before. Tastes like red dye number 5. Which one is the one that was actually linked to like kids having anger issues? Was that red dye number 40 or something? I remember specifically hearing about that. Oh, here's Josh. Same thing with the Valentine's Day White Day in Japan. It literally spun wholesale out of thin air by a cartel of chocolate manufacturers during the economic miracle. Hey, I know that term from the Bill Wirtz video. Now they treat it like it's always been a tradition. Oh, man. Oh, commercialized tradition is... I'm going to go on another rant again. I have to be good. I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to be nice. Anyway, I have similar feelings about forced traditions based off of economic motivation, just gaslighting people. But I'm going to choose life. I'm going to choose to be kind. Can this actually connect to this? Wait a second. Did I... That's facing the wrong way. Okay. Let's do this right now. Let's do it correctly. We can choose kindness for ourselves and others. All right, that works. That goes there. And then, because this can come in the backside... okay, we're gonna... Oh, I know someone is absolutely just seething right now watching this, and us spending like 30 minutes at this point trying to line these up. But, it's gonna look really good when it's finished. Just in time for us to never pay attention again. That needs to move over one more slot. One more slot. Yes. And then I'm going to have to get back to reading chat in a second, too, because I know there's stuff I'm missing. Yeah. So, that's going to... Oh, yes. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Get that thing in there. Now my spacebar's sticking again. All right. Does this... Did I do it again? No. No, there's no way. Okay, that's facing the right way. Oh, no, that works. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. But I'm going to ignore it. Alright, so that side's taken care of. But it's not... Oh, it's not symmetrical. It's not. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm going to choose to just say that this is fine. Okay, so now I have these personal storage boxes that are full of stuff that has gone out of the platform. But this is being infinitely generated anyway, so guess what? We can choose freedom. We can choose freedom from our possessions. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do it the hard way. Instead, we can individually click and drag things to the trash can. Oh, chat's so far behind because I had it scrolled and I didn't realize people were still talking. Okay, Dalton says, I think it's interesting when they sell a chip as a flavor, but it doesn't taste like the thing, but the flavor you associate it with, like hamburger being ketchup, mustard, and dill, not meat flavor. Yeah. Or notably, and I'm sorry if someone's already brought this up, the most recent message I can currently see is 8:19 p.m. But banana flavor, especially the Laffy Taffy, I can do this and click at the same time. But apparently, if we've already talked about this, I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry. The banana flavor that we have as artificial flavor is from a strain of banana that was basically rendered extinct because of over farming or harvesting or whatever. So we don't actually have bananas now that tasted like bananas did in like the 30s or whatever when they started making those artificial flavors. Which is just mind-blowing to me. Because I remember, like, as a kid having that Laffy Taffy. He's like, oh, it's banana flavor. Like, that's not banana flavor. That's not what bananas taste like. Well, it was. At some point. Gatorade's blue flavor is called Cool Blue Raspberry. You know what? I'm going to have to go look. When I go to the store this week, I'm going to have to go check that out. Because I've never actually thought about it as the flavor, just the color. And there's multiple blues. Which is always really funny when someone's like, hey, what flavor Gator do you want? You go, give me the blue one. And then they get you a different blue one. You're like, that's not the blue one. Like, yeah, it is. It's blue. Well, no, not really. Oh, no, I'm so far behind it. It skipped me again. Keep up with the lore. Oh, the beaver's running in my head? Yeah. Yeah, those are definitely real. Heard that Pringles was going to sell tennis balls, but on the day they were supposed to show up, they got a load of potatoes. It's That's funny. The Pringles tubes make me mad because my fist doesn't fit all the way down there. So you always have to tip the can, but then the crumbs come out and get on. Yeah, no. While trying to find the peak, EJC finally understood why playing Protoss and Brood War was so challenging. Man, I haven't played StarCraft in forever. I was terrible at it, like most RTS. But it was a good time. We had, oh man. So I was in marching band in college, right? And we would go on these trips. And because it's college, you know, they send you on the charter bus. There's no school bus in college. And we discovered that the buses had outlets. So what we did is we brought the ever-faithful Linksys WRT54G, and we plugged it into the back of that bus, and we wired it up to a laptop, and we had a Wi-Fi network, and we played StarCraft multiplayer on the bus. It was so stupid, but it was fun. We did that AOE to probably a couple others, but man, that was because the games are so simple. The actual network traffic is almost negligible, so you didn't need a fast connection. You just needed to make sure that it was relatively stable. Oh, it was so much fun. How's the power draw for all of this? I have no idea. I haven't thought about power draw in a really long time. Used to be a tortilla chip called the Red Hot Blues. Why do I feel like I remember that? Made from blue corn, very spicy. But now I want to find those. But if you said used to, then they probably don't exist anymore. Just discovered the mechanical fluid pumps keep working if there's water flowing over them in Timberborn. Probably not relevant for most people. Just assumed it would stop working. That's good to know. And I guess it makes sense because the device is entirely self-contained, right? It's not a building that a beaver occupies for it to be running, so it being flooded, I can't imagine it would have been a problem. That's cool. Oh, okay, you missed some of the streams, you didn't know what was built. How do I consistently get like 10 minutes behind on chat every stream? What was built was I deleted the wrong part of the factory and got salty about it. And then I deleted the correct part of the factory, and then I added in the manufacturer so we could start making modular engines. And then I didn't have the right parts to make all the modular engines. So then I hooked up the other part of the factory that was previously making, I think, modular frames. I reconfigured that so it would make the smart plating, which is a component of the modular engines. And then I let that go, and that was an hour or something ago, so we probably made a ton of those by now. And then we still have to get the conveyors hooked up for the motors and rubber, which is why we're doing this. So, and then somebody set off something in my brain talking about the whole media literacy stuff, which I have opinions. Sometimes I force you to listen to them, but I need to try not to do that. I don't know which red dye, but a lot of kids are red dye free at my school. It's got to be red dye number 40. It's got to be. I say as someone with absolutely no specific knowledge on the subject, but that's the one you always hear about. Red dye number 40 is linked to ADHD. Oh, well, that makes sense. There you go. If all of this is true. What's the worst meat at your school? I feel like kids are spoiled now being served edible food. I mean, when I was in school in the late 90s, it was fine. Cafeteria ladies were like my friends' moms. So it was just like saying hi to people you knew. It was real nice. The food was fine. But those hamburger patties were not. They were a little, ugh. That square pizza, though, that's good stuff. Did you know the USDA recipe for the cafeteria pizza it's like public information. They just publish it for people to have, and it's not that hard to make. You just have to do conversions for the proportions and stuff, so you're not making like a whole sheet pan of pizza. But you can make it at home. Simple ingredients. It's probably still doesn't taste amazingly great, but it's cheap, relatively quote-unquote nutritious food. Did I finally catch up? Oh, yeah, you guys just stopped talking because I wasn't responding to your current messages. Worst food in school is a rock-hard slice of white bread, too hard to bite through. That's how you break your teeth. Had a slice of American cheese fused to it, and you had to soak it in mediocre vegetables. Why does everybody have the same specific memory of this? Like, we had like, soup day, tomato soup day, and it would be, like, this really thin tomato-tasting red liquid, and then that exact same kind of really hard white bread with American cheese on it. And of course, you're 7 years old, so you don't care. You eat it anyway, but I feel like that's like everybody's got a story like that. I love the banana fact. I say 6 minutes after the fact, but yeah, this is why learning things is really cool, and not just, you know, blindly taking whatever somebody says on the internet as gospel truth all the time. Vet your sources, kids. Bo Burnham has a whole song about the size of a Pringles can. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in a really long time. We do have square pizza. Good. The children must be indoctrinated with the classics. Always. Max Miller's Tasting History made this cool pizza. Yeah, that's the video I saw last week. It was a pretty good video. At the elementary school as a child, our chicken nuggets bounced. We had the bouncy chicken nuggets, and they also had those that had the hole in the middle. They called them chicken rings. And I don't know why, but everybody in the school turned up for chicken rings. It's the same thing. It's chicken nuggets with a hole in the middle, but for some reason the kids were like, this is the best thing ever. I still haven't gotten anything done. This is like the best thing ever. It was like, okay, instead of 5 chicken nuggets, you got 5 chicken nuggets with a hole in the middle. Congratulations, you played yourself. But kids always got super excited for that. And then when the lunch line would run out, and then they just put regular chicken nuggets in there, kids would get like visibly upset. What are you doing, man? It's the same thing. Tomato soup goes good with grilled cheese. It absolutely does. There was a place, when I lived in Atlanta, there was a dedicated restaurant specifically for tomato soup and grilled cheese. Unsurprisingly, they lasted like 6 months. But I went in there, was like, wow, am I actually going to pay, like, I don't remember how much it was, but it was kind of expensive for grilled cheese and tomato soup, and I did, and it was pretty good. And then I questioned why I would have done that to myself, and I didn't go back, and then they closed, and I guess that's probably why they closed. But now we have a choice to make. Do we like this as it stands with the asymmetry here, or do we want to push that outward so that these things match? I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to just leave this alone as is so we can, you know, actually accomplish something. But this is, I think this is probably fine as it is. Just, oh, I love these so much. Have I said recently how much I love these? I'm so glad we did this. It's so comfy. It's just good. Broccoli cheddar soup with grilled cheese. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Blueprint just designed for later if you think you'll need it. That's a good idea. But I'm going to have to rebuild it from memory when we get to the blueprint thing. And I'm probably not going to remember to do that. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we need to get this wired up. Wired up. There's no wires involved. We need to get this hooked up so we can have everything set, ready to go. So the plastic is the first thing that comes out, so obviously none of the rest of this is working. But now we can come out, and we can try to get this stuff all actually set, ready to go. How many times am I going to say set, ready to go? I don't know. Find out next time with Dragon Ball Z. Pizza Day is a... Did I already read this? Pizza Day is a happy day at our school. Always was. Bean Burrito Day with 3 bean salad is a bad... Yeah, that would be a bad day. I don't think we ever had burritos at my school until I got to, I think, high school. I don't know, elementary school, I remember, like, kindergarten, they'd have you, like, for the week, they'd hand you this sheet of paper and you're supposed to circle what your lunch choice was. So that the lunch ladies knew how much of each thing to make, and then, of course, kids forget what they ordered, and they get there like, I want pizza! But they didn't order pizza. But the lunch ladies don't know that. They just got numbers. So like, okay, here you go, here's your pizza. And then, like, some poor kid in the back of the line didn't get their pizza because they told the truth about what they wanted, and some kid that didn't got their pizza instead. And, well, welcome to life, kid. That's how it goes. I don't know why that randomly came up out of nowhere, but I desperately need to accomplish something here. For for the sake of everyone who is watching these videos. But yeah, Breen burritos. Neil Breen movies. I don't know what it is about just the production quality of those, or the fact that he does basically everything, and he credits himself separately for everything that he does. It's hilarious. But it's like one of those things that you watch, you should be mad that it's like hilariously bad, but it's just good. It's so bad it's good. Like, it's not even objectively bad, it's just not good to the point where you're like, wow, this is not good. But it is. Because it has some sort of like charm to it that it wouldn't have if it was actually super high production value. Oh my god, I'm gonna be super mad with myself if I don't finish this. Finding out classroom pizza parties were funded by the teachers makes me feel terrible for complaining. Yeah, I was just talking about this with somebody earlier today. It wasn't you. I checked. Because we also haven't, I don't think, ever talked directly one-on-one outside of the stream. But I literally, it's the exact same conversation I had with somebody today. It's like, man, the perspective you get as an adult about how much stuff teachers do for the kids in their classroom that they pay for and the school doesn't is just absolutely heartbreaking. Like, every single thing that a teacher has in their classroom, at least where I am, maybe it's better somewhere else, everything in a classroom that is not a desk, a chair, or the carpet, if the room has carpet, was paid for by a teacher. That they're spending whatever little money they make on trying to make it a better environment for their kids. Like, man. That's good stuff right there. Oh, man. We need to treat teachers better. Where's my... Oh, okay. The plastic's already down there. I was about to say, what happened to all my plastic? We're good. We're good. I sure hope this is all connected right, because I have been so absent-minded this entire stream. In case you hadn't noticed. I really don't want this to end up being mistake central. So hopefully this is all good. Now, I am going to have to end the stream here in a little bit because it's about the time people start having to go to bed. But I really want this to get finished. So forgive me for not immediately reading messages for a little bit. Okay, so we got to take this off of straight and hook this up to the middle. There we go. That goes across. Okay, so here we are now. We have the fuel. I have to hook that up there. We've got plastic, and eventually, once it unclogs, we should have rubber come here. Oh, no. I'm going to have to move the screws. They're going to have to go somewhere else. Oh, that's a disaster. Because these two things that are right here, because of the way these are, they're going to have to go in there. Which means that... why did I build it like this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I don't see any rubber yet. Do we not have any? Oh, I can't crawl on that? Okay. Did you have a gravy glue? So I usually didn't get that stuff because I didn't really care for it. But if they had white gravy, if it was country fried steak day, I'd get that. But our the brown gravy was just really bad. I'm sure it was sticky. Just want to say the chat is great. I watched a VOD the other day and the chat was so parasocial. Spamming life advice questions over and over. I thought they were 12. They were late teens. Yeah, it's weird. No, I think Dalton's talking about another one. Because most people in my audience, if you watched the statistics video, most people in my audience are between the ages of 25 and 44. And there's an argument to be made that the level of interaction that we enjoy in this community is bordering on parasocial activity in terms of, actually talking to people and having what I would consider to be more than just a casual understanding of how people operate, especially like the regular people who are always here. We talk all the time. I don't know. Well, okay, I guess I might know a couple of you personally, depending on who you are, if we've met in real life or we talk outside of this or whatever. But I feel like I actually, to some extent, know you as people, which is a very dangerous road to go down, but it's not the same kind of parasocial toxicity that you would see in, like, a chat full of people who are attempting to pay for attention from somebody. If that makes sense. There's definitely streamers that try to game that so that they can try to get people to just throw money at them in hopes of getting noticed, which is like, don't do that. Don't do that. But it really is. It's a really nice community. Like, everybody's just so nice. And I know there's a lot of people in here that are not going to have compatible political beliefs, and I'm very appreciative that we don't get into those topics. Let's keep it that way because I like you guys. I don't want people to be fighting in here. But it's really nice that we can just enjoy each other's company and talk about nonsense without it just being completely stupid. Parasocial Activity, the new horror series from the team that brought you Paranormal Activity. I had that exact same thought as soon as I said that. I'm like, uh-oh. I created a stupid thing. You only pay for things like number crunchers and mugs. Hey, you got your mug. I checked. It was delivered. And you said it was delivered. Didn't we think the stream was encouraging? It was. Yeah, like, people get really weird. And this came up, a passing comment I made, I think in the, the video that's coming out tomorrow. You guys haven't seen yet. But I something to the effect of, thirstier than a VTuber chat section or whatever. It's like, man, there's some really weird people that hang out and like stuff like that. It's like, don't be weird. Don't be weird to people, man. You're so toxic. Devilish, the most toxic thing you've ever done was accidentally ban somebody because you fat fingered your phone. And then we fixed it. I think some of the difference is we discuss things, but we don't feel a sense of ownership or entitlement to each other person's lives. Yes, exactly. We respect agency, which I think is very important. People aren't social in real life. People aren't social in real life. There we go. Correct word order. They crave human interaction, and kids are getting worse and worse. Yes, everyone I know who works in schools has said this. Is that it's just myriad reasons why. No one specific thing is caused this, but children are not being healthily socialized and taught boundaries, and they don't really understand what healthy relationships are because they're either not being modeled in the home or they're not being modeled in society, or they have this incredible, like, what's the word? Like, expectation of people that's just really unfair to expect from somebody, and it just... Where's my rubber? Why do I have no rubber coming out of this? I actually have to investigate this. Is it because we have so much fuel? I think it has to be. Because this fuel is basically completely full. People don't interact with each other, so they don't know how to interact with streamers. That's probably fair for a lot of people who are like really, really into that stuff. Then maybe that's a problem. But I don't know. I feel like it's, to a certain extent, it might be kind of like a self-perpetuated thing, where it's become an expectation that that kind of a culture is going to cause that. And it's almost never the fault of the person who's streaming, unless they're deliberately cultivating some sort of toxic thing, like, oh, I'm going to pretend that I'm in a relationship. But don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, do what you want. You're an adult, but don't do that. Adults can't regulate emotions. How can you expect kids to? Bang. Bingo. You got to be a good role model for your kids, man. Heard that kids use phones to avoid personal interaction and don't get over the discomfort to normalize interactions. I didn't have a smartphone till I was in college, so I guess I can't really make a comment on like whatever differences there are, but we just talk to people face to face, because that's basically the only thing we could do. Having boundaries online is hard. If you remember when I started chatting, it practically pissed everybody off. Yeah, and that's why I had to kind of say, hey, let's just not do that. But, you know, we talk about the stuff that we're supposed to talk about, and we don't go into areas that are going to cause problems, and everything's fine. Everybody behaves well. First Western online... Really? That's surprising, actually. No, you're fine now. Because I'm going to step on you if you do something bad. Actually, don't take that the wrong way, because there's definitely people that would like that. So yeah, we absolutely have to get something accomplished here. Because now it's almost 3 hours, and I feel like we've gotten like an hour worth of stuff done at most. Sometimes I have to stop and think, would this get me canceled as a streamer? Then I shut up. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to live by. I'm always worried that I'm accidentally going to say something that people are going to take the wrong way, and I'm just going to instantly, like, no one's going to respect me anymore. Oh no, I'm not reading that. Not reading that. All right, let's go check out the doggos here. See what they've got. Because I know they got something now at this point. All right, Jojo, what's up? 18 pipes, thank you. What about Jojo? 22 rubber. Hey, we can use that. Very good. So, let's check out, since we are back over here, let's check out our, what are these things called? Oh, yeah, look at this. We got so many of these things. Nice. That's actually super helpful. What are these things called? The plate things. That is what's going in this one, right? Okay, I have to, yeah, smart plating. I guess it doesn't matter if these are empty anyway, but there we go. I got 100, 200, 300, 400 smart plating. And I'm going to have 1,000. So, hooray. That's fine, I suppose. Well, it's good that we had that, because that's going to solve a lot of problems. Anyway, for like the 18,000th time, I need to get the fuel going into its little receptacle here. I think I had this set for something else. We're going to have to change. No, I didn't. Okay. So the central one goes in. The left one is overflow. And where is packaged fuel? There we go. Bring in our Mark IV belt off of this mess in straight mode. Oh, look how nice that is. Is that actually going to match? I think. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so that is now going to fill up all of that stuff, except it's currently all overflowing because I didn't bother to connect that. Good job. There we go. And this also isn't connected at all up here. I should have done that first. Lift away. Then on top of it, I probably don't have the materials to make it, but we need to put in I need 10 SAM fluctuators. But the dimensional depot uploader needs to go there. And then we'll basically have unlimited jetpack fuel, which is really fun. So let's grab that, whatever it's called, thing that I already forgot what it's called. The triangle of fun here. SAM fluctuator. Ooh, do I not have enough to make more of this? I'm going to have to check. I need 10 of these, and I can only make one more. Alright, we have to go get more reanimated SAM, which is, fortunately, being produced over here. Why is there no rubber? Because we have all the, what do you call it, in there. That one stack should be fine. The production, why can't I remember any words? Conveyor belt was completely filled with the packaged fuel. That's why that wasn't happening. Alright, I only need 6 more of these, so we don't need to make extras. There we go. Now I have 10, which means I can come in here and I can put this thing up there. And then first of all, I need to check and make sure I don't accidentally have this all. I already have packaged fuel being sent up. That's annoying. That's so annoying. I didn't need to do this. Well, you know what? Maybe there is a benefit to having multiple uploaders. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. There's no reason why we shouldn't do it. Maybe there is, but I'm going to ignore it. That will at the very least make it quicker to refill, and it does only hold 100. Okay. That seems highly targeted, Dalton. I'm glad you're enjoying that, if that's what you're wanting. CIA interrogation tactics couldn't have gotten that one out of me. I think my favorite variant of that is the Batman couldn't have waterboarded that out of me. Like when people are making really thirsty comments on somebody's picture. And anyway, reanimated Sam, yeah. Well, that actually sounds kind of interesting. Now you put it that way. Okay. Yeah, the main thing I was trying to do was to get this I'm absolutely going to get yelled at for making noise. Let me just check and make sure that hasn't happened yet. Nope, we're good. But we are going to end in a couple minutes. Now that we have the fuel coming in, we should see rubber come shortly. Yeah, there it is. But now we have to... No, come on. Get back up top. Come on. Yeah, we have to move the screws and the rods over to somewhere else. You know, that actually kind of works because I wanted to have the iron plates also go into another set of the storage things. So this is definitely going to be a next time thing for sure. But we're going to have the screws and these things go that way. And then we're going to have the plastic. Oh, hey, it's got an imprint on there. That's actually a really good imprint. That is... Wow, that's so much detail in this. I say the game I've been playing for 4 years, 5 years. This is going to end up going into 2 of these things. But for right now, we have the, for the most part, train station able to offload, sort things, etc. And I just need to be able to make modular engines. We've made 4. We've made 5. So that's, you know, that's... process has started. And we're just waiting on more rubber, which, oh, I really shouldn't. But I kind of want to just belt this straight over there. But I've committed. I've committed not to have messy nonsense. I committed. I gotta do my best. Gotta do my best not to have that. But I am, you know, pretty happy with this for the most part. Looks decent. It's pretty organized, even if it is a little nonsensical sometimes. But yeah, I feel like we can be reasonably happy with how this has gone. So, did we accomplish anything this stream? No, we did not. But we're going to... Actually, hold on. I need to... I know I keep doing this. I keep doing this. It's got to be absolutely infuriating. Is this where I dump the garbage that goes in here? Yeah, let's just do that. Clear out a couple spots. I need to get stack space so I can get my ornaments so I can do research before we are finished here. Okay. Now we're going. Oh, spacebar, don't fail me now. I don't want to buy another keyboard. See you, Kurt. Thanks for being here. I know it's late where you are. Get some sleep. I did see the JoJo's. Yes. We went and saw them a little bit ago. We can go back at some point. I just need to make sure I've got enough to do... What did that make? Actually make 200 on the dot? We'll grab those, because I think we're going to need them for research. Oh, I only have 69 of those. Ooh, I don't have iron. Ooh, that's a pain, because I'm pretty sure I need 100, but I'm going to grab them all anyway. Then I'll grab a stack of these. And I will grab a stack of these. And I think that's pretty much all I can reasonably do. Do I need snow? Actual snow? Probably not. Wait, hold on. What did that text say? Come on. Actual snow. This actual snow is made from several chemical elements and experiences 100% like naturally occurring... Wait. Huh? Okay, the sentence structure here is messing with me. This actual snow is made from several chemical elements and experiences 100% like naturally occurring snow after extensive... Okay, this is not a native English speaker that made this, but... experience. I feel like that should say feels 100%. Anyway, doesn't matter. It just made my brain combust for a moment. Do I need bows? We'll just grab those anyway. Candy canes, probably don't need them, but I'm going to grab them anyway. And this should be branches, which I probably don't need, but I'm going to grab anyway. All right, cool. So we can pretend like we were actually productive today. Let's go back and put this in. This is so funny that that is just like that. I say to absolutely nobody who cares. Want to see more spaghettification? Well, throw on a black hole, see what happens. Sounds a whole lot like Shapes 2. Somebody was absolutely begging me to play that, and I did no desire to do that. Okay. Oh, neat. I can actually research this. Good. It was this one that needed 400 bundles, and this one needed 200 of the silver ones, but go ahead and research that. They're calling for snow. Yeah, I think we might have discussed... We'll let Ada talk, and then I'll say something about it.
I am sure all the kittens and puppies and even human children would appreciate being able to see all these pretty lights. It is a shame they're all stuck on Earth, waiting for you to do your job so that they can have long and fulfilling lives.
Wait, so is the lore contradicting itself? Like, I thought she said that Earth was gone. So why... Okay, whatever. But hey, we researched that. We did it. We did it. Now we just have to make 400 bundles to make get the wreath unlocked. And I think that's one of the things we have to make for the in-game thing. I don't know, man. We should have paid more attention to what we were doing, but then we got distracted in the most fabulous way possible. So I think we'll make one more visit to the doggos, and then it's probably going to have to be it. You got anything else, Jojo? No. No, alright, fine. They're good boys anyway. Alright, so let's take a survey here of where we are. I might go ahead and jump on top of one of these guys. But I think, overall, getting that sorted, even if the end isn't completely set up, getting that sorted was a good move. I'm glad we did that. And we are technically making modular engines, even if we don't have everything going in there quite yet. But that's pretty good. And we had a nice time talking about all sorts of nonsense. So it's always nice to hang out with you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm going to have to export tomorrow's video, so that won't be up until, I don't know, 10:30 for Beard Boosters. Everybody else, 12 hours after that. So take care. Have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you in the next one.